Hey everyone, welcome to the We Do podcast where we do the gaming news for you. And good news, everyone, we got Fubu back. He's back from his Jedi training. Have you passed the Padawan stage yet, Fubu?
Myrtle, show us your cat.
Meow.
Hi, Levi.
Oh, yeah. I passed.
Yay!
It's working. I did Jedi mind tricks.
right on.
What are you guys doing? Well, I'm back.
This is. I can already just tell you, everyone, this is gonna be a great episode. So, what I have been playing, I've been playing Mouse PI for Hire. I'm getting close to that end of that game. It's been a lot of fun. Like, I'm still, if I had to give it a rating for where I'm at in this game so far, I'm still giving this game a 9. Like, the quality, the voicing in the game is just so good, and adding new mechanics as you go and stuff. It's just like, it's hard to put the game down. But like the last time I streamed it, I wanted to keep playing, but I had to look up the next area I was in. And I was like, this is going to be 45 minutes to an hour. And then when you finish this, it's going to make you want to do this, which is another 30 minutes. I'm like, no, because I can sit there and do that, and I will sit and do that. So it's like I have to go to I got to get some sleep before I go to work the next day. But I've also been playing Vampire Crawlers. I've now gotten 99 out of 161 achievements on that thing. I'm going to try my best to get them all because of the OCD, and I know Fubu's also being like, do it.
Oh, wait, but do it, Burley.
Yes, I will. And Murple, what have you been playing?
Mainly just right now, Final Fantasy 16, trying to beat that game. I'm pretty sure I'm close to the end of it. Right now, I just have to like tie up like loose ends, like do I guess I technically don't have to do them, but I want to do them, of just like side quests and like getting items and stuff like that, because I want a really powerful sword. I need a lot of items for it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Just trying to beat Final Fantasy 16.
Right on. And Fubu, what have you been playing?
I'm playing Leah's game. No, it's out on Epic on the Epic Store. It's Trash Goblin. Lee is the main character. She's a Trash Goblin.
Oh no!
Oh, dog.
Oh no! Leah, I apologize on behalf of Fubu. And when this episode's done recording, Fubu and I will have a conversation.
If I don't show up next episode, there was a slap involved. No, seriously. Vampire Survivors. Leah got me addicted to that game. I've been playing it a lot, trying to get the plat on that game. Really fun, like going crazy. It's starting to get really hard, and I'm starting to get really frustrated. But yeah, great game. Loving it.
Oh, Hold on, everyone. I'm feeling something from the Force.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Holy shit,
Yeah.
Skira!
Whoa! Hang on! How did I get here? What happened?
That's why Burley is the master and I'm the Padawan. I haven't felt that one. I haven't reached that level yet.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hey.
boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going?
Hi.
Nice.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I had mentioned to you guys before in chat that I had a shindig to go to. I didn't find out till later that it's much later this evening. So that's why I'm here. So here I am, guys.
Oh, welcome. That's a great surprise.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about what you've been playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I've been playing the game of installing my new 1050-70 Ti. And
That's boring.
it's been a bad game so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having issues. I really haven't played much. I popped the new card in, and then I started experiencing random restarts. Initially, I thought it was drivers. I know it's not really gaming, but if you want a game, sometimes you got to put in the work, right? I tried pulling out the drivers, cleaning them up, like getting rid of them completely, reinstalling them from scratch, and that still didn't solve it. The moment I would choose shut down, the computer would shut down. When I start up, it wouldn't boot all the way. It would just keep restarting.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, the restarting issue, I believe, was related to the power supply. I ended up replacing the power supply. New card goes in, new power supply goes in, and I can shut down, start up. I can shut down, start up, no problems. But then I got into a new problem where because I capture the video when I game on my PC to another PC and I stream it to Twitch, the monitor would not get a video signal, yet my stream through Twitch would get a video signal. So for some reason, the capture card wasn't talking back to the monitor because the capture card does a pass through back to the screen. And I that's the part, believe it or not, that's been taking so long to figure out and fix. And I had a solution last night. I did a bit of a test stream. It worked. And I was like, okay, this is put to bed, solved, got it, no problem. I come back down here getting ready to join the podcast by stealth, 007 style.
Yeah.
And I realized my PC rebooted overnight, and I go check, and so I think it has also to do with the fact that at least it rebooted. It didn't get stuck in a boot loop like it was before. So I think it has something to do with the way I solved the problem. Is I have this little box that allows me to split the HDMI signal, but I get to play with the settings for manually for what's called EDID. I know it's a little boring, but. And I got it. I figured it out. Everything was working great, but then there's this restart. So tonight I'm just going to leave it plugged directly into from the video card to the monitor and see if I get the same result. If I get a random restart, then I probably have some other issue going on. If I don't, I got to figure out a different way to capture my video for the stream. But anyways, that's the game I've been playing, and it's an exclusive. You can't get it anywhere else. I have the only copy in the world.
Are you sure you're going to finish this one?
Yes, I'm going to finish this one. I guarantee it.
No Kirok effect on this one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Fry, what have you been playing?
Not so much this week. Primarily, little by little, I've been playing Mouse PI for Hire. More than halfway done. Still enjoying the game. Looking forward to hopefully finishing it soon. And a recent surprise is I've been playing Re9 Requiem again, given a certain company by the name of Capcom gave us all a surprise. And well, Burley, free DLC, and this is what we're going for. Oh, there's audio.
Yeah. I just had to. Unfortunately, they put it at full blast, the audio, when you.
Wait.
Okay.
Is this like a roguelike or something?
Yep. This is a brand new surprise roguelike mode that's very similar. Yeah, that's very similar to the mode in RE7 called Ethan Must Die. This is Leon Must Die Forever. And it is a pretty much roguelike mode where you're going from the beginning of Leon's section in RE9, and you're basically working your way to the main boss, final boss in the game. And along the way, you can go different areas and everywhere. So this is a combination of my first time playing the game and then my ultimately third attempt where I actually beat it. So, yeah. And overall, I think it's a fine mode. It's free, so I can't really complain too much. And so, it just, what's there is like, there's not too much really there. Though, like, once you beat it, because once you beat it, it has its own set of challenges you can unlock, which is good, especially if you want to fully 100% everything. But otherwise, it just has higher difficulties once you beat it. So... If you really liked playing as Leon and you just want another excuse to replay RE9, I'd say this is really good. But yeah, otherwise it's fine for what it is. It's obviously a teaser for the inevitable big story DLC that's been rumored for a minute. Which I think that's what they're gonna do, kind of like how they did it with RE7, where they just kept churning out different DLCs with either mini games or story-based DLCs. So, I'm excited still. It was still fun. I wish there was a bit more to it because it's only limited. You're only playing as Leon, and there are areas you can go. This is the care center. This is Leon's second visit to the section in the care center is what we're seeing. But throughout the levels, you can take multiple routes. If you saw the red doors at any point, those are areas that you can go in any order, and your main goal is to just get powerful. Every time you kill certain enemies, you will unlock more passive buffs depending on what it is. So, and it will help you when you inevitably go and fight Victor at the end of the game, which is both phases, I found out, which I was surprised by. I thought it was just the one. And funny enough, my second attempt, I actually beat him, which was my one where I had the least amount of powers equipped. So, yeah. It's fun, still. It's just kind of like, not the... It's just, yeah, it's not like the biggest thing in the world, but I liked it for what it was, ultimately.
Hey, for free update, free new mode to the game, like other studios, Nintendo, for example, they charged you for Donkey Kong for this. This was a give us $20 for Capcom. This is showing they learned, and there is a truth to this. If you take no enhancers, you beat it without using a single herb, you find out Leon is actually married to Chris. Yeah, we got the Fry did it. He spent 2.5 hours last night. I was with him in Discord, and he did it. He was like, "That's the ending. No one's gonna believe me." And I was like, "Fry, I'm here, and I believe you."
Okay, yeah. But in all fairness, just to beat it, like when you the first like difficulty that it offers, it took me like half an hour. Like, it's a fun mode for what it is. I haven't tried the other difficulties, but they all seem pretty hard. So, and there are a lot of variables because, yeah, a lot of weapons are random. Like, you don't know when they're going to show up. Certain power-ups are almost always random, too. Although, you're about to see my favorite one here in a second, which is definitely the power-up I recommend you get, just at a certain point. But, yeah, it's not bad for just a free little roguelike mode.
Bro, I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice. It adds a whole bunch of, like, a whole new side to the game, right? A different challenge.
Yeah, and also, like, there's a lot of enemy types where the different colors are, like, some are more resilient, some take even less damage with guns, so you have to... Yep, here it is, Blazing Kick. That's the best one. You'll see it in just a second.
Okay, all right. This is going to be cool.
But certain abilities really... certain enemies are going to have different tactics to which you have to take them down. And some of them pretty much require you to parry, like do a parry or perfect parry. And those gold spiders are, they help you with the time because you're timed. Well, here we go. There you go.
Ooh, nice.
Burning!
Oh,
we all love burning.
It set them on fire? Amazing.
Yeah, it sets them on every enemy on fire that you kick and every surrounding enemy. But besides the locations, they do cycle some of the boss fights because there are some routes you can go to where you'll fight the Super Tyrant, for example, as Leon, or you'll fight as I call it, I think it was like the blood, what the hell was their name? The Blood Blister, which was like the big bloater-like Last of Us enemy that you fought as Leon in the church. Which I did fight, and I was, like, surprised. And don't worry, Murple, as far as I saw, which I was happy with, the giant spider doesn't show up.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be in an update. She's going to be in it.
Well, actually, breaking news. Capcom just tweeted they did a thing with the Tolkien estate. Shelob is coming into...
Oh, no.
Most ambitious crossover event.
Yes.
Yeah, Blisterborn. That was his name. But yeah, the only thing I will also say is your axe, though, your hatchet, you can't repair it. You have to find a repair kit as you play.
Oh.
So that's how admittedly, yeah, that wasn't too bad because I think that helps with difficulty a bit. But yeah, you have a lot of slots, and they are pretty useful, especially some of them. But overall, for a free mode, I can't be too disappointed with it. It's just obviously this is the teaser for potentially, the big reveal of what the story DLC is rumored to be, as well as I would say I wouldn't mind if they brought in an actual like mercenaries mode because I feel like they're hinting they're gearing towards that here sooner or later.
That's the paid DLC.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that as paid DLC, and I wouldn't be surprised if they add in more characters to just this mode itself. But it might just be Leon. I wouldn't mind more enemies, though, or some other locations that could add. That probably could be in the DLC, for all we know.
Nice.
If
Head right off.
just very quick, if I was like Capcom with the DLCs that are gonna come out, I'm pretty sure they're gonna add like if they add Ada that you can play with Ada in the DLC, they're gonna put Ada here. They might put Chris if he shows up. They're gonna put like skins over Leon, and then you can play as those characters. I don't think they will give unique animations to them, but you can use skins all over them. You can use Ashley. That's the girl's name, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can use her. You can do that. Maybe a Wesker skin from Resident Evil 4, something like that. I think they're gonna do that. I think because I think this is the first time I'm watching this, but I'm gonna tell you now, this is a hit. I'm loving this. I'm loving watching this. I would love to play this, and I think that they might put some skins so that you can play with different characters, depending how big it gets. Maybe if it gets really big in social media, because social media runs everything, they might put maybe characters with their own skill moves, with their own movements. If it's very, very successful. Love this, bro.
Well,
Love
the game is still selling. Resident Evil 9 is still selling well, and this is a good way to keep Capcom throughout the year because they have planned content. So yeah.
So I have two questions. First off, do you guys? Okay, wait. I see a timer at the top. You have to finish this by the end of that timer or before the end of that timer. Is that right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you have to. Your times were out, so yeah, you have to get to Victor and beat him within the time limit. But you can find multiple
Are there
ways
checkpoints or like does the time read? No.
Gold spiders there. If you kill them,
They give you some more. Okay.
Yeah, but you can also get like passive buffs that every time you kill an enemy, it will every so often give you more time on the timer. But I'll say this: the timer is, unless you are really bad and just taking your time. At least in my first,
That's me.
Murple.
That's me too.
Yeah, that's fair. Because unless you're, I haven't tried the other difficulties, so maybe they make the timer more strict. But as far as I can tell you, it's very reasonable. I would say.
So the second question is: this something that you think, or I'm asking the panel here, is this something you guys think they were working on and had ready, but they just held off sending it out, or were they working on it after the release of the game? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could have been a mix of the two.
Yeah,
because
so they
you
might
never
have
know.
continued
Really,
to work on it. Yeah.
it was probably definitely in the plan. Yeah, it was probably in the cards. Of course, like you never know. Like they probably were. They were just kind of waiting to see like
how the game did. Yeah.
Yeah, because that is how game development does go. It's like a lot of these things are planned, and they don't just happen overnight. So I'm sure that was their intention because they want to in between like the inevitable like maybe Code Veronica remake and Resident Evil 10 and whatever else they have planned. That's probably what they're going for. It's like they're gonna do what they did with 7, which is they're gonna keep updating it and adding more content to it to kind of hold everyone over until the inevitable big new release, whether that's a remake, Resident Evil 10, or some whatever spin-off they want to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I think in the case of this, I think they had this mostly done. I think they're just putting every couple to remind people this game came out because they want to keep this game in your mind throughout the year, so that way when it comes up for awards, that way they have it and be like, look, we didn't just we launched the game early in the year, but we gave you free content, paid content throughout the year, so the game is keeping in your mind. And right now, with the next story, we're going to transition here to Capcom is doing well and popular this year. Of course, when it just wants to take a second of
sounds good. While you load up, I'm just going to say what I think about this. I think one of the reasons they're doing this is so it's in people's minds, social media. So when it comes for Game of the Year, it doesn't fall in the forgetfulness because it was very early in the year. So this is a very good tactic to keep them on the run for Game of the Year. As if we keep talking about Resident Evil, it's going to be. It is already a strong contender, but it's going to maintain cement its position for Game of the Year if it keeps going like this. Yes. Yeah, there's Diana.
Yep, Diana with the 2 million sold. Pragmata has reached 2 million units sold, and under a month in 16 days. That's an impressive achievement. That we got the Tech Raptor article for 16 days in a new IP, and
New IP.
yeah, does not surprise me as someone that has played and beaten this game. This game is like, I knew I would enjoy the game. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it this much with how the game goes, and as you go through the game and the more mechanics and gets fleshed out and more stuff, and it does the traditional thing of like Capcom has done, especially with like Mega Man and stuff, of going back to previous stages with new abilities and finding little goodies. So if you have the explorative nature, you will be rewarded in this game.
Sounds good.
I have one thing to say about this game.
Okay.
The card that I bought, I got the game for free.
Yeah.
So I've already claimed it. I just got to play it.
The fuck? Everyone has this freaking game except me and Murple.
Hey, I haven't played it yet.
Murple has it.
No, I have it.
And there's no guarantee I'll finish it.
Only me?
Yeah,
Yeah, Fubu, you didn't see the DM Fubu being like, you need to play the game.
All
right.
here. You
I
got
gotta
a
play the
PS5
game.
copy. I'm gonna slip it
I
to
got
you,
to
man.
play it.
Thank you.
All right, now we all have the game.
No, I think he's gonna just go to Leah's house and be like, "Can I take your Switch 2 and your Pragmata Switch 2 copy?"
Look, the way things are going, I'm just gonna play it on YouTube. That's the only way it's gonna go.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No. I was gonna buy it today, I swear, but because today is my dad's birthday, and I didn't go out with my friends. Tomorrow I have another birthday party, so instead of playing the game this weekend, I'm gonna get fat. That's what I'm gonna do.
Fair enough.
No,
Yeah.
but I want to. I'm gonna buy the game this week, because I already promised of people that I was gonna stream it. So yeah, I'm gonna get the game. Hopefully tomorrow if I have time to. Because the thing is, I'm gonna spend what it is. I could have bought it on the PSN, but the reason is, I want to buy it physically,
Right.
so then I can resell it and buy another game for cheap.
Mm.
Because Murple, say the word. Because I'm.
Pow.
Yeah.
But let's face it, you're not going to sell this game. This is not going to be a game that you're going to sell. You're going to want to keep it. It's a really good game.
Look, if they give Pedro Pascal skin, I won't sell the game. I'm just saying. She plays as
I saw that image.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
good game. It's good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get it physically. But I will.
Yeah, you should. I need to play more of this game, but honestly, it's still up there. It's in contention with me for game of the year, along with
Wow.
RE9
I
and
can't believe you guys.
potentially Mouse PI.
Oh.
So I need to beat it here soon. But I'm glad to hear it's done really well. I'm glad out of all the new IPs that Capcom has tried before to make work, I'm glad this one's really turning out. I'm glad it's good too, because if it wasn't good, we'd be singing a different tune, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we would be talking about it anyway. It would be forgotten.
Yeah, like what was that? Exo Primal? Yeah, actually, let's not
What's
talk
that?
about it.
I never heard about it.
Yeah,
I never heard about it.
It's not real. Let's not talk about it.
well, then this next story here, I know both Murple and Fubu are somewhat responsible for.
Yeah.
Sony
Oh.
reports 765 million impairment loss to the underperformance of Marathon developer Bungie. If Fubu and Murple would have bought and streamed and made some content on the game, it would have only lost them 764.9 million. They're responsible for that.
Look,
It's their fault.
I'll be honest. Not playing this game allowed them to make some money. Because if I played that game, I would shit on it so much, people wouldn't buy it. Because it was bad. I saw the trailer, I saw the concept. I know what they're trying to do, but what they did, it was a lightning in the bottle for our creators. Like for our creators. They're trying to mimic the concept, but on first-person view. No. It's something that usually, like, okay, you have the Division, but the Division is not the craziest game. You got Tarkov, but Tarkov is like cemented in our industry. So yeah, but it's a niche type of gameplay. And I was watching, I don't know who I think it was Screaming Platypus. I don't know, but I don't want to put names because I don't remember. I have the idea in general. Someone was saying gameplay is shit, but it's fun to be with people and to collect stuff. But gameplay itself is not the best. And then passing that from a game from Arc Creator where you see the world around you to where you're limited, you're like a horse, you just look forward like this and the sides. I don't think that was a good one. It was dead from the start. That's why I didn't even try it when it was free, because I knew it was really, really bad.
Wasn't the world like really, really empty, pretty much?
Yeah. I remember watching some gameplay. It was Burn Peanut, which was one of the biggest content creators for Arc Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously got paid to play the game because, again, it's the same type of gameplay, but in first-person shooter. And you could listen in his voice. He wanted to shit on the game, but he was like, I got a lot of money. I need to do that, which... Bungie, if you pay me, I'll say good stuff about your game. Trust me, I will sell the shit out of your game. But if you don't pay me, I'm gonna shit on it.
Pretty much.
Well, as someone that did play the free like beta, they did 2 weeks before the game launched.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I have put plenty amount of time in with Arc Raiders with Fubu and Fry. It was like you go from Arc Raiders to play this, and Arc Raiders was about a little less than the pricing of Marathon. And Arc Raiders has, especially at this point, because Arc Raiders is constantly, they're putting out content, not as much, may not be as fast as people want. They are putting out extra maps and doing free content and stuff like that. It just takes some time because they're a much smaller developer and all that. So you play this, it was just like 20 minutes in, I was just bored. Whereas Arc Raiders, I tried it out, did like the first thing, and I'm like, okay, what's this? And then once you first get to your base, and then you see all the different things, and you have your rooster, Scrappy the Rooster, I believe that's the name. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is cool, this is neat. Whereas Marathon, it's like, yeah, we're using a dead IP because Marathon was an old first-person shooters they did in the 90s back for PCs and Macs. And it's like, yeah, we're using the Marathon name because Marathon, it's not doing anything. So we can try and do this where we have to do Destiny because Destiny is what makes our money. And it's like, oh, we'll try this. We're going to go into this market. And this also just shows to me, PlayStation, you overpaid for Bungie. You hella overpaid.
You got swindled.
Yeah.
Like I bet you when they bought and spent that much money back in the day, Phil Spencer is like, you paid that much for Bungie? Even we wouldn't have done that. And we burn money.
Yeah, they do, in a sense. Yeah. I will say it's sad really to see, like, I'm not mad that Sony lost all this money. That was on them, really, at the end of the day. It's just kind of sad to see, as someone who's, I loved Bungie's Halo games. I did not give a shit about Destiny 1 and 2. I've tried them. I do not care.
Same boat.
Yeah, it's just kind of a shame, really, to see like the direction they've taken ever since, leaving a Microsoft and Halo behind. It's just kind of like, yeah, as an old fan, it's kind of sad, really. But they played the hand that they were dealt. So what can you really do?
Yeah,
they are the old men at the club, trying to relive its youth, having the same hairstyle, the same clothes. They're that. They're that. That's why I don't go to the club, because I don't want people to look, what's the old man doing here? And then also the lights, they shine on my forehead, and it goes everywhere else.
You're bringing disco back.
I'm bringing disco back.
You mentioned something earlier, Fryman, that was it the guy in charge of it was saying it might be a conspiracy. The same people that try to tell us we landed on the moon. I side with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
for Bungie, give me, because I know Kirok will get this reference, and if anyone else does,
Okay.
gets this brownie points because you know stuff from the mid to late 90s. You know what? I don't think any of these people are Bungie still there. If you want to go back to your roots, go back to Myth.
Oh yeah, Myth.
Ooh.
Myth
Like
1, Spawn
that's
Lords.
way beyond before Halo and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Those and like because that showed because for those that don't know, it's an old real-time strategy where, and trust me, you were playing those games on lower difficulties because you would get your ass
'Cause they,
kicked and
yeah, they were unforgiving, and I was playing them on Mac OS 9. Hang on.
Yeah. Well, while Kirok's doing that, that's if you're from my community and my streams, you heard the casualty sound. That's where it's from because that's what you have here anytime you lose a unit because it's a real-time strategy where you just have X amount of units for the level and survive.
Holy shit! No way.
Big
You
box.
got
Total codex.
Right.
Oh damn.
And then I
Yeah.
got this one too, which part of it's gone because of the blue screen. But it's
Well, the Wolf Age, I don't think they did. I think that's when they sold the franchise.
oh yeah, Maxsoft.
Yeah,
Or
because
Maxsoft
they
may have done
they did the Fallen Lords was the first one and 2
Yes.
Soul Blighter. Soul
So
Blighter
this
is the
is
one I
the
have the
total
most time. Yeah, the total codex that they
And
did.
the price is still on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$29.99. Yeah, no, like I don't think anyone that worked on those games are still at Bungie because I know Bungie has gone through because when they were at Activision and then they got left from their thing with Activision, it's like yeah, no. But Bungie needs to get their shit figured out and bring back the old, but also maybe not use old franchises if you're not going to use them properly.
Yeah.
make something new. It's not that hard. Look
Look
Yeah,
at Pragmata.
Pragmata,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do something new. It's I've read something a few years ago, which made a lot of sense. I think it was a Twitter or something like that. I sounded like an old man. I saw a Twitter. No, it was it was a tweet that, and that's why I go that we are creatively bankrupt because we tend to remake everything, but there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of books with great stories. You can adapt that into a new IP. You can do that. There is like we can go with these types of games that we're talking about. The Myst. You can go with a mystery, a puzzle, a book. Leah's the one that knows about books, not me. She talks and goes here and there, so I don't know the names. So yeah, but there's like a lot of things that you can adapt into the video game. It would be a new IP in the video game sense, it would be like that. And I think Bungie could try and risk something like go back to the roots, and I don't mean the roots of Halo because clearly they're trying and they're failing. I know Destiny 1 was a success, then 2 came along, wasn't. It is still a success, but not as much.
It's not printing the money when like
Yeah.
the Destiny heydays.
Exactly, it's not printing that money. They could get their experience from what they've done before, not the shooter ones, but the previous games, and adapt a book into a game. Something good. It doesn't need to be because some books can be better as a movie, can be better as a game, like if you know how to adapt it. So I think they should try something. They should try something different because what they're trying right now, it's not working out. It's the definition of insanity from Voss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, anybody got anything else on Bungie?
Nope.
Just hate.
They reap what they reap what they've sown, honestly.
Yeah, and in other sad news here, but we all saw coming, Nintendo announced sweeping price hikes for the Switch 2, and I'm pulling up the graph showing.
I'm done.
Yeah, well, we all knew this was coming, and I just have to take this line here because this was from a newbie in another Discord. AI ruined everything again, gang.
Yeah.
And because of the whole AI and if you've had to buy computer or tech components right now, memory and everything for storage, the RAM and everything is all going up and up and up.
Video
So
card.
Yeah. Well, it's like we've had in my line of work that I do for my day job. We've had we quote laptops, and people, what used to be a $1,200 laptop is easily $2,000, over $2,000, and people are complaining. And then we had in 1 week where we quoted a laptop, it was $1,900, and then the next week went up to $2,500. Like it's insanity. It's insanity. And like, if I was to tell you this, if I remembered the specs, I would tell you, but it's only like 16 gigs of RAM. It's nothing like, it's not like it's a mega machine. It's just a standard, business grade laptop. But it's just like, because of how this whole AI bubble, and I cannot wait for this to burst and all this stuff goes down, because I've been wanting to get more RAM for my desktop. I don't necessarily need it, but it's like I am not paying what they want for more RAM. But it's like, the funny thing is, and Genki had tweeted this out.
Oh,
the price of the Japanese only Switch 2 is, this price increase will now be more money than the Japanese only PS5.
Oh,
and it's like that. Let that sink in your head for a minute. And it's like, this is just insane. It's like, oh my gosh. But
hang on, but not necessarily surrendered around the Switch, but more around components. And this, I guess, ties into the Switch, because that's why these prices are going up, or that's why these prices are going up. But the video card that I just mentioned, I got that card before tax was just under $1,500. Okay, for me, Canadian. In 2023, I replaced my CPU, motherboard, and RAM, all three, and that cost me $1,700 altogether with tax.
Okay.
Like, the card is almost the same value as all those other parts, but now if I go buy those other parts, it's more. But yeah, to put that in perspective.
Oh yeah, crazy. No, like I bought my computer last year, and I'm glad I did. It was $3,000, all the components and everything. If I was to just buy my video card now, and I have a 97 XT, I'd pay close to what I paid for the whole computer.
Yeah, but okay. So how does it, like, we talked about this a few episodes back, and I think Fubu, you were talking about it as well. It's like, aren't these Switches already made? Aren't they sitting on a shelf? How is it retroactively causing, even though there's an AI thing and new manufacturing is expensive for new devices, how is it affecting what's already been made? Those costs should have been covered already.
Well,
until they sell it.
This is not taking effect till
September. That's right.
September.
September.
They're gonna hold. Sorry to interrupt you, but
no, it's okay. Go.
They will hold the consoles like we're out of stock, because look, I don't want to get into this because it's not really on topic, but I'm just gonna say it, which is, they say that this is something me and my best friend keep rambling about, which is, they say that the Nintendo Switch 2 was one of the fastest selling consoles out there. I don't see lack of consoles out there. First of all, that's the first thing. What they're going to do now is, all of the consoles they didn't sell, they're going to stock, they're on shortage, whatever. They won't mind not selling now if that means selling more in the future. Because when you close your financial year, they don't care if you sold the consoles on March, May, they don't care. They want at the end of the financial year, which is at April, they want at the end of the financial year the value from all year. So if you don't sell at the start and prices rise, and then you sell, because September, you told me September, that's when the price is going to affect. You know what's going to happen after September? Christmas is right there. Christmas is right there. So, by the way, this is business Fubu talking. This is business Fubu. I get a bit sharky when it comes to making money. This is business Fubu. I would put them, hide them, collect dust. I don't care. We are not doing, because let's be honest, people during the summer don't buy enough consoles. You know why? everyone's traveling. I'd rather spend 500 euros. Like in the Canaries Island, if you pay like 550 euros, you can stay 1 week in an all-inclusive 5-star hotel. You know what an all-inclusive is? I can eat, drink, do whatever I want, and it's 500 euros. This is going to be way better than having a Switch. So I'm not going to buy a Switch for the summer because I want to go and chill at the Canaries, get some island, some sun, some sea. It's going to be awesome, you know. But then I'm like, okay, winter is coming. Well, not here in Madeira. It's like summer all year. But in Canada, winter is coming. Winter is coming. You guys, I'm going to be stuck inside the house. Oh, what? Oh, I'm going to buy a new Switch. It's going to go. So I'm ranting. I know. I'm going to shut up soon. No. Winter is coming, and you go like, oh wait, I should buy a Switch too. And then summer is over, going to buy a Switch too, and it throws. I don't know how much is it. I don't know how much that is.
Canada,
it's going $50. So the base price before tax, remember, is $629. It's now going up to $679. This is before the 13% tax we pay. And then if you go through certain retailers, so you do need to pay attention to this because some of them, they have like that electronic handling fee.
Mm-hmm.
A thing I learned because I got mine because Staples screwed up my day one order and I end up Best Buy had stock and I went to the day after a release date and just grabbed one at Best Buy and shipped the one I got from Staples like 2 weeks later back to Staples. But Best Buy sometimes will charge you when you do the online order, but if you do the online pickup in store, you can skip that electronic handling fee because I've also had that with like monitors and stuff like that. It's not that much money for something like this, but it's just a way to save a couple bucks.
Yeah,
every dollar counts because, as Merple would say,
I'm Poe.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised we're getting this increase. It's just like
you know what's going to happen in October. End of October, it's going to be the fastest selling console because it just like the PS5, right?
Well, it would probably be the fastest selling console now, given what the topic of the show is. But also, I just have a feeling of like, okay, if you're raising the price, you better have something planned to actually justify the price of this price increase. So maybe they actually have something worth actually going out of your way to own this console for, because for the first year, it had some decent games, right, Burley? We agree. It had decent games. Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, great games. And then, if you liked Kirby and Pokemon Legends EA or Metroid Prime 4, those were good too.
And Pragmata.
Pragmata technically counts under the first year.
Yeah.
So other than like third-party support this year, we've had really just Pokopia, and then at the end of the month, we're going to get Yoshi's and the Mysterious Book, and then maybe sometime this year we'll get Fire Emblem, we'll get the topic of the show. I'm just gonna allude to that, obviously.
And there's the rumored Ocarina of Time remake that
I'll buy a Switch for that. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. So
Lee already put hers in the safe. I can get with. So.
Yeah, and also not too long ago they announced Pokemon Wind and Waves Generation 10. So that for sure is going to push units regardless of how much the Switch 2 is going to cost. So they're gearing up both for the obvious reasons they raised the price, but they're gearing up to be like, okay, no matter what, people are going to buy it. And if they know these games are coming, they're going to panic buy right now to do that, which is what I told all my friends yesterday when they were talking about, I may or may not get a Switch 2. I'm going to wait a year. And I'm like, no offense. I'm going to be honest with you. If you have interest now, you might as well buy it. I said this with the PS5 increase in an earlier episode where it's like, if you really want a PS5 for whatever reason, you might as well just buy it now before the price really goes up to the point to where it becomes unobtainable.
Yeah, right.
So I'm saying that now again with the Switch 2, and I said it last year to other people, so I'll say it again. I'll say it here. If you want a Switch 2 for whatever reason, and you don't want to feel like you're getting the worst deal possible, you might as well buy it now if you have the money.
Yeah. Especially because I feel like for like some, I think it's also going up by $50 in the United States too. If I can see that correctly.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, like that extra $50 might make or break some people. Like, they might not have $50 extra to spend plus tax and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And the games you have to buy for it too. And
Yeah.
Nintendo has been doing the whole thing of they've been jacking their game prices
Yeah.
up.
So like, you know, this price hike might make or break it. So yeah, if you want to get a Switch 2 for like later games in the year, like, you know, Wind and Waves or the rumored Ocarina, buy Switch 2 now. Because then all you got to do is worry about getting those games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like almost $90 games here in Canada.
Yeah, we'll talk game pricing later. Trust me, I have a thing on that. But yeah, no, I expect this is going to help move units on the Switch 2 because there are games they want. There are people I've been wanting. We have stuff that's rumored, and like we're gonna get a direct next month, or if not later this month, because we would next month is our normal E3 time, but I know E3 is gone, and but we have Summer Game Fest and stuff. Nintendo has got stuff like Fire Emblem is supposed to be coming this year and stuff like that. We have games we know they've got,
and Splatoon Raiders. I actually forgot about that. That's July.
That's July. Yeah, that
then,
yeah.
Yeah. Then next month, which we will talk about. So yeah.
And then eventually Ubisoft will make the announcement that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is coming to Switch too. I'm telling you that because once that starts selling.
Imagine the monkey's paw though. It's the original Black Flag, not the
Oh, that was
Bro, that would be that would be evil. That would honestly be evil.
Insert the persona you never see it coming. Already, anything else on the Switch 2 price increase?
One thing, just one quick thing. Boo!
Boo!
Yeah.
Please give me a Switch 2.
Murple's Poe. Let's help him out.
Yeah, if anyone wants to donate a Switch 2 to Murple,
I'll gladly make content with it.
He will, trust me.
Oh, he will, trust me. If someone sends him a Switch 2, I'm not letting him get out of that.
or PS5.
Yes, Wolverine is coming. Wolverine is coming.
Murple's like, just send me both. Don't worry.
I'll make content with both.
or if people want, you send me the PS5 Pro, and I'll send Murple my base PS5. I'm okay with that. I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Look, if there's an EAFC tournament this summer and the price is a PlayStation 5, I'll try to win it, and then I'll donate to charity. Charity named Murple.
The charity of the purples. There we go.
We love Murple. We love Murple.
Alrighty. I'm just going to switch us up to the next story here. And first, we've got just a little 11-second little teaser here.
Tease me, baby.
Mina the Hollower. We're finally getting the release date. This is done by the Shovel Knight developers. This is a game I actually kickstart backed. It's coming May 29th, $20 to everything. Like even
that game.
It's good. It's good that they're releasing it on all platforms.
Yeah, and I had got my survey on Kickstarter. I'm glad I paid because I paid 20 Canadian on Kickstarter. So it's like it'd be like $24.99 for us, if not more, in Canada. But like this has my interest and intrigued. But the problem is this comes like 2 days after James Bond. I'm like, I'm like,
yeah, you can do it.
Like the game is like 20 hours on James Bond. You take 2 days off, stream for 20 hours, finish the game, and then you have the rest.
Yeah, there you go. I can't stop streaming till James Bond.
No sleep till the game's beat.
You're showing the Steam page. Scroll down. I want to see if it's viable or compatible with the Steam Deck. Doesn't know.
It doesn't
Yeah, I
say,
don't know.
but the minimum specs, 4th gen Haswell refresh processor, so 24 gigs of RAM, and about 800 megs. This is going to work on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it'll run.
You can run this on your smart fridge, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like this, like I've played very little of Shovel Knight and the Shovel Knight, the puzzle one that they did, but they have some good design elements. And this I loved. I grew up on the Game Boy Zelda games. And
I
then
was
you've
just
got
about to say, this reminds me of the old Zelda games.
Yeah, from the Link's Awakening and the 2 Oracle games done by Capcom, actually.
And Shovel Knight, if you haven't played it, it's very much classic Mega Man to a degree.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, no wonder I like the 2 Oracle games.
Yep. But I'm glad to see the game is actually coming out, because I remember back in when they announced it, Yacht Clock Games announced it on a live stream that they were doing a fundraising campaign for this game. And I think it was all the way back in 2022, actually. So I'm glad to see it's finally kind of coming out, because I know definitely it's had quite the rocky development at the very least. But
Yeah.
I am looking
Just
forward
pulling up
to
Kickstarter on my phone, and I can tell you when it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because I backed it.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
they
I'm
show
glad.
us off at the Game Awards 2 years ago?
I don't know about Game Awards, but I could see Summer Games Fest, like one or
It was
one of the indie showcases.
Summer Game Fest.
Okay,
It
maybe
was
that's
rumored last year they were going to try and get it out for Halloween of last year, and then they didn't. Yeah, no, this was kickstarted February of 2022.
Okay.
That's because
I'd imagine they've had a lot kind of go on, which is kind of where development kind of comes and goes. It's like, even though this is not like a game you'd think would take the most time to make a good game, mind you, it takes the longest than just making a forgettable, easy to make game that you will see on Steam, play it once, and then okay, well, that was it.
Yeah.
So I don't imagine that they had a lot go on, both running the Kickstarter campaign, developing the game, and probably just keeping business afloat. But nonetheless, I'm still excited. I liked everything I've seen about it. So when it comes out, I'll definitely find time to give it a try. Just James Bond takes priority, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So what you're saying is, if I don't finish James Bond in time, I have to switch off of James Bond and focus on this, and you'll be on James Bond?
No.
No. Who fooling here, man?
I'm fooling Fubu.
I'm not going to react. I don't fall for those Jedi mind tricks anymore.
Use the Force on them.
Already, anybody got anything else on?
These are not the mind tricks you're looking for.
Barely finished James Bond when it comes out.
Now, look, we do know, like, okay, this looks like a really fun game. I like the art style. Reminds of Zelda, like Merple was saying. Yes, yeah, all that. But what we are expecting out of James Bond, like, we're expecting a blockbuster game. We're not going to stop until we finish, because James Bond, if it's something that only GoldenEye has translated well into video games, but it was good at the time, but nowadays it looks very, very bad because graphics and gameplay it evolved. So I do understand that James Bond is going to be something that everyone wants to play, even sadly over this game. But again, they have to release this game because it's been way too long in development. They need to release because they probably need money back. They're probably running short on funds. If they were doing well, they were like, okay, maybe we can release a little bit further away from James Bond, like 1 or 2 weeks after James Bond, so people like Burley, it's done with the game and they can play this. But it's it's sad when you see these fun, interesting games, different games, which is the key element, different, have to go face to face with the Goliath, like what James Bond appears to be. But again, there's always the story of David and the Goliath. Maybe this mouse can take his cheese. We'll see.
And considering Hollow Knight Silk Song last year released around the same time as the other big games of that year, so I think if the audience is there, this game will be fine. It's just for
And
some of us,
$20.
yeah.
Well, it's part of the reason. Sorry, it's part of the reason I was asking to scroll down to see if it's verified for handheld, because this game screams like handheld, like Game Boy Advance kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it would have the advantage of you can take
Trust
it
me,
anywhere.
I will be testing it on the deck.
There, right? So you have the advantage that you could play it on PC or you can play it there. You could probably do the same with something like 007, but you'd have to have.
You will notice the difference.
Yeah, and you have to have, if any, like you would notice a difference, or you have to have a handheld that's way more powerful, which means with the prices of technology nowadays, it's a really expensive prospect. It doesn't make sense. Sorry, Fredman, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's okay. I was just going to say, though, it does have one advantage over James Bond that Burley will agree with me on. It's coming day and date with the other consoles and PC versions to Switch and Switch 2, which James Bond is not on day one.
Sure.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It's already got them there. That's a good demographic that they're already going to nail, that James Bond unfortunately is going to miss for a few months, I'd say at best.
Yeah.
But
I think that's enough on Mina the Hollower. Now,
I'll play it for you all.
Merkel will, I believe it.
Yeah, okay, I don't have to play Merkel Wells already. Now here's something. Before we get into this story here, originally we were not going to do an episode this week. But what ended up happening is, like I said in our DM group, there's nothing, and this was Wednesday. Literally, I was out, and I'll tell more of this story later. We got the topic of the show story, and then an hour after that, Xbox did their Presents event on Stranger Than Heaven. And it's like, really?
And then
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, and then like two days later, after this whole reveal, it's just like more news came out, and I'm like, okay, everything's just dropping within the span of 2 days. All right, guys, let's talk about it.
Beginning of the week, nothing. Late Wednesday afternoon, oh yeah, we'll just drop news. But yeah, so we had the Xbox event presents for Stranger Than Heaven, showing the story, follow a narrative that is spanning 50 years. The main character, Makoto Daito.
Daito, yeah.
Daito, yes. Born in the United States to an American father and a Japanese mother. Was both parents very young and faced many struggles in the West. In 1915, he decides to find a way to Japan and stows away on a boat, where he's caught by Orpheus, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
An interesting choice. That's all I'm going to say. And then, and Fry and I did see him live at the Game Awards in 2024.
Yeah, that was actually fun. I'm gonna send you that article. Doesn't show the trailer, but just so you guys get the idea. So I watched this live, funny enough, at work, and it was fun to watch live. So they went over a lot of details, but this is the reveal trailer that they pretty much centered it around. But they gave a lot more details. It's like, here are the characters, here's the activities you're going to be able to do, here's what all the different eras you're going to expect there, not just with the story, but what you can do, as well as like the reveal of how this new gameplay system they're going to have, because it is by what you're about to see, it is a prequel to the Yakuza story as a whole, but I think it's its own thing. It will have mention of, like it says, this is the forming of the Tojo clan, which is the main Yakuza clan that a lot of the events of almost every Yakuza game is centered around. So, but over what I saw of it, though, it's like, I wish this was Kiwami 3, because the production values in this game look so much better than what I've played of Kiwami 3, that it's just like, I see now why they had this reveal. This is what I wish Kiwami 3 was. Nice, thanks. But nonetheless, though, I like everything I saw of it. I like the setup where you're playing not only Makoto, you're also playing, I believe, another character. I just forget his name. But you are playing a dual protagonist throughout the course of 50 years. And all of them you're seeing like from their beginning journey of leaving America to going to Japan to forming at one point it's allegedly forming the Tojo clan, but also just making their mark on the world that they're in. And along the way, yeah, Snoop Dogg and a few other characters join, and here he is right now. Speak of the devil. So
Just such a strange
That's him in the yellow.
character.
yeah, that is
that
him. Yes.
Look, at this point, Snoop Dogg has finished life and is just doing side quests. I have no other explanation for this. But hey, good for him for enjoying life. You know, he was a hardcore gangster back in the day. So now it's good to see him chilling. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at this. I do like the concept. I'm thinking like 2-3 chapters per era, and then you progress, go to another era. They're older, they're wiser. Maybe they have new abilities because they learn in the gap years. So look, that is something different, and it's going to fill the lore of the Yakuza, which is a very big IP. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. Not gonna say that I'm gonna play it because I'll be honest, I've tried Yakuza, but it's not something that I dwelled into it. But it's good. Maybe this can be the one. Like if it's like a Pragmata comes out of nowhere and everyone needs to play, maybe I'll give it a go. But the concept itself, I like it a lot. So
and it is a very different game in terms of gameplay, where it is a brawler, but you are mostly like, it's more cinematic in a sense, where it's very much like, I want to say like Tekken in a way, like they described how it even played. Your left bumper, right trigger, left bumper, left trigger, they control your hands and legs. That is the combat now.
Wow.
And they have a new dynamic kind of grab system where depending on where you're at, you might get a new unique takedown. And as you're seeing kind of in the gameplay, it's not there. You'll see it in a second, but that is how it is. Like they've made this, I'd say this is maybe a prequel in a sense, but it is very much a spin-off where it is very different than a normal Yakuza game. There are still the side activities, like the main character Makoto can, he can do some exploration. He can do a few things, as you're seeing here.
Will he run a cabaret club?
You are actually, you're running a music club, actually. Funny enough. One of the main side quests they showed was you can arrange a band, essentially, or an orchestra, if you whatever you prefer, and you can have it all set up to sing certain music at your club. And it looks interesting, but until I actually play it, I can't tell you if it's good or not. But that is like one of the main things. And also, Makoto is a musician, so throughout the world he can actually take inspiration from various sounds, and even during combat, funny enough, because they showed it in the larger reveal, you can gain inspirations, then you can make songs from those. It's pretty much, if you play Spider-Man Miles Morales, it's very much that side quest where you're taking like ambient sounds and making songs out of it, except now it's fully into like the larger game at play. But yeah, just in general, though, I'd say this is going to, unlike, say, like Judgment, the other spinoff, along with Yakuza, what was it, Gaiden? What was that other one? One of the samurai one. I completely forgot the name of. Ishin. Yeah, Ishin. Yeah, and then Kenzan, the sequel, along with, and also, that one we don't talk about, Yakuza Dead Souls, where it's a zombie shooter game, and that was trash. Don't remaster it though, but it's trash. But I'd say this one is very different, so I'd say you would get, it also has card games and other like mini games to it. But I would say
Mahjong?
Probably. Well,
Oh.
I don't think mahjong. I think it's something else. But yes, mahjong probably.
Well, I wonder if they'll do, because this is coming to both Xbox and PlayStation, where when you're running the music club, that on the PlayStation version, the Sony exec that comes out, he's the good guy, and the Xbox is it's the Warner exec is the good guy, and the PlayStation, the Sony one's the villain.
Fuck, that's funny.
Come on, RGG, you have to do it. It'd be too good.
Yeah. It would be good, but it all, you to mention Microsoft though, you are it is going to be day one Game Pass. However, and they did announce the release day, quote unquote. They only have a window targeting winter of this year, which could pretty much mean December from like March of next year. So
they're gonna Indiana Jones it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like December, like right around the Game Awards. This thing's coming.
Yeah, if it's not December, it's probably January, give or take, because I think that was when Pirate Yakuza came out. I know Kiwami 3 came out back in February of this year, and I believe
it was Pirate Yakuza was February.
Yeah, and Yakuza and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which was Yakuza 8, that definitely came out I think a week after Persona 3 Reload, which they both came out in, I think it was early February or late February. So, but yeah, no, I'm excited still. It's like, I'm just glad it looks good and it's not another Kiwami 3, because what I've played of it, I'm like, why did you do this to me? Why? How dare you?
I haven't played any of the Yakuza series games. The other one you mentioned, Judgment, I have it, but I just never played it. It's just sitting over there. I haven't touched it.
Oh, Judgment's really good. Judgment but has the problems of its first game in series problem syndrome, because they do a little too much of like some points of the plot. They'll stop the plot and you do some kind of side things to break it up.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm kind of interested. Where the sequel, Lost Judgment, so good.
Yeah.
And like they reduce the amount of like tailing and stupid crap missions that nobody liked from the first game. I love both those games are great, and like I've played very little of the main Yakuza. I tried Yakuza 0 and through Game Pass back when I had Game Pass, and I played for 30 to something minutes, and I just was like, this is boring, and uninstalled. And I've played Yakuza 3, a bit of that. That's Yakuza 3. If you've played Yakuza 3,
the original Yakuza 3,
Yep.
That's the joke that goes with it.
Yeah.
Not much better in the remake. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
So this is set 1915 up to what, 1950s? Something like that?
1915 to like 1960.
I like it because it's like a narrative type game with all these different things, or at least from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's obviously the same universe as Mafia, right? There's going to be a cameo of Vito Scaletta in there.
It's Mafia in Japan, right?
Exactly.
No. They have announced they have a deal with HBO. They're going to show young Tony Soprano.
If I'm being honest, I completely forgot about this game. I watched the Game Awards 2 years ago. Saw it. I was like, oh, cool. I still couldn't get past the whole Snoop Dogg thing, but okay.
Bio break.
Yeah.
All right. Take your time, Kieran.
Keep going.
And then that was it. I just forgot all about the game until I saw it. I'm like, I've never heard of this game, and I loaded up and I saw Snoop Dogg. I'm like, oh, it's this game.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was announced. Yeah, it was announced at the Game Awards in 2024 because me and Burley were there. Yeah. And back then, it was just called Project Century because obviously they didn't have it completely figured out. It was just new game by RGG, which also at the same time they announced a new Virtual Fighter game was in development too. So yeah, that's
probably why I couldn't.
Yeah, and over the years too, it's like I think it was last year at the Summer Games Fest, they announced it was called Stranger Than Heaven, and it's about you playing as someone who is going through 50 years of their life doing something, and it's like, okay, this looks good, but they still didn't, until now, they didn't reveal everything about it, and now they're like, okay, here it is. Here's when you can expect it. Here's what's going into it and all that. And I'm like, I'm just glad it looks good, and I'm actually excited for it because, yeah, Kiwami 3 was, from what I played, very disappointing. And also, yeah, I bought this day one, because it was a Switch 2 launch title, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. I don't hate it, but I don't care for it either. It's Yakuza 0 with unnecessary additions that don't make it better, to be honest with you. So save your money if you can.
If there's driving in this game, I won't play it.
I won't.
It's on Steam, yes.
Back.
But-
Sorry, quick question. Is the reveal how long is the reveal trailer?
The actual reveal trailer, besides what we just saw, the reveal trailer that we just saw was 5 minutes, but the whole reveal where they talk about everything was half an hour.
Okay, all right. That's all I want to know. I'm gonna watch it still.
Yeah, no, I definitely encourage you check it out because they showed a lot more and it made me even more excited. Specifically the combat, because it just feels you also get weapons that you can take with you, which is good. I like it because it's different, and this feels different than a normal Yakuza game, which is kind of the problem I had with Judgment and Ishin, where a lot of what Burley mentioned with some of their game design, which was just, they feel too much like Yakuza, even though they're trying to do their own thing. So this one, at least so far, looks very different, both in its combat and its overall game design of like, well, here's what you can do, here's what you could do if you decide to. So I'm just glad it looks good again because I hated Kiwami 3. That's my main takeaway. At least for now, it looks good, and I'm actually excited to play it more than I was for Kiwami 3. So I hope RGG, knocks out the park because they definitely need it after that game.
Yeah. It's I don't have a lot to add on this one, so.
It's all good.
I know I'll make Burley play it. It's okay. Just something.
If there's driving in the game, I will not play it. If there's driving in the game, I will not play it.
You know what? I think instead of passing the love to make me play it, let's get Merple into the franchise. So I've actually played some of these. Yeah.
There's no Merple. There's no driving. Unless it's a mini game, like an actual optional mini game. There's no driving. But that's actually
Thank
fun.
God.
No, a certain part
Thank
of the
God.
thing, you got to get your license.
No.
Oh, yeah, that is actually a thing. Funny enough, I think one of them you actually have to get your license. That's a whole side quest.
Yeah. But
I would much rather go play like a pirate and just drive a pirate ship. Sail a pirate ship. You don't actually.
That's a form of driving. Just on the water.
What gear do you put your pirate ship in? Everyone.
I put mine into fourth and just keep cruising.
No, I put my pirate ship in the sea.
Alrighty. Anything else on Stranger Than Heaven?
No, I'm excited.
Alrighty. Now this is a topic that should surprise none of us. Steam controller ran out faster than we anticipated, Valve. No shit. Surprising no one, promised to get more stock. Womp womp. So yeah, we just rock, paper, shotgun little article on it. And it's like they're basically the South Park from the BP episode. We're sorry. Not apologize. Because like anytime Valve puts out hardware and you can pre-order and try and buy, like I remember trying to get this in the first, I didn't get the first window, I was the second window.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Fry and I were in Discord trying to get these back.
Really?
Yeah. We're sitting in a Discord call and I was like, because I think I had the day off from work or whatever. And I remember it was a pain in the butt to get. And then in the controller, I had I was still working. One monitor having the work computer, the other monitor Steam. I got it to go to checkout, and I was doing the checkout, but I'm like, do I really want to spend the money? And then Steam crap. Well, easy for you to say. It's $168 my money.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It's easy. You buy it, and then you'll have water for dinner the rest of the month. It's easy.
Oh, ice water. How I love you so.
Yeah. So no, I stupidly didn't go through with the checkout. Now I did do. They now have come out with the, hey, put your email in. You could reserve. They did that on yesterday, and I did do a reserve because I will get the dang thing at this point because I did try a little, but I know I'm gonna spoil this here. None of us got one. I know Kirok tried and Fry also tried.
No. I tried. Here it is. I got mine. See it?
Oh.
The old
Yeah.
controller.
I mean, yeah, he's got us there. He does technically have one.
It's not the right one. Not the right one. Keep going, buddy.
Yeah, I know I wasn't the only one who tried, but I know other people in different parts of the world. It was all a mess. Didn't matter if you were in North America, Europe. Like always, Valve, you know what? Now that they did is, hey, you click at, you want it and want to do it, here you go. We'll send you an email with a 3-day window. If you don't buy it, you don't get it. That's the way they need to do it. They know how much their hardware and how much their diehard fan base are. But the problem is like there were people that were able to get 4 of these controllers and stuff like that and do craziness. But Valve at least did the thing of, if you were able to get it in the first window, you can't do the reserve thing that they have now.
Yeah.
Because you already got one. We're not supporting, because scalpers have taken this thing. If you go give me a sec. I will pull up eBay here and you all get so let's just see together how bad the prices are.
Oh yeah, definitely people that like bought 4 or 5 at once. You could definitely tell those are scalpers because
They should limit it then. Like,
they should
they
limit
have-
it to
they
only
have
have
now.
like 1 or 2.
Yeah, they have now pretty much, and also they limit it to your account has to have made a purchase. I think it was either before or after April 27th of this year, to obviously stop those that are making accounts purely
Just
to
to get
scalp,
it.
just to get it and scalp it. Obviously,
Yeah, and look here. 341 Canadian dollars and 91 cents, or best offer plus the 40 something in shipping, and then Australia 290. Like just there is a lot of these all on eBay.
That's mine.
And yeah, are you gin soaked boy?
No, that's not me.
I
Press
sense
X to down on that.
I sense a liar in our midst.
Yeah, but like this just ranges from an insanity, and like you're gonna get the old one. There you go, $72. That one's at least somewhat reasonable compared, but like it is just insane. Like we all knew the thing was gonna sell.
Oh yeah.
Sell out. And the thing is, I wish Valve would say, hey, you know what? We had 100,000 in stock for day one. Give people so people knew, because here's the thing. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to do these restock things and send you out these emails, but you don't know when these are coming.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting till I see the Gmail alert and being like, do I buy that? Like, I'm waiting constantly, just checking, being like,
Yeah.
because I'm also because it is a good chunk of change, and I used my Steam credit on something else and bought a game, and it's like now I got to go play some games, get more trading cards, and sell them to get more money in the Steam wallet to help out. Like if you did do the one thing people that did want to get this for the first run on any Valve product, put the amount of money in your Steam wallet ahead of time instead of using your credit card or PayPal, because that stuff slows it down. And that's how some of these people got all this stuff. But Valve, they don't care. They say they care about gamers and all this. You wouldn't do half the shit like this if you didn't. They don't care, because as long as the day their controller sells out and they keep making money,
They're happy.
they're happy. They don't care. But I hope that. Here's the thing: how long are we going to wait on these? Like, I know they should have been putting these out for months. The controllers should have been already out because they had the things ready.
Yeah.
They were waiting on this whole Steam machine, but because of the whole pricing increasing that's just going on constantly. Valve, you don't want to release that thing too high of cost, because you put that thing, let's say $1,200 for the base unit. I know
I don't think
people that
anyone
were
would buy that.
no one's going to buy the damn thing.
Yep.
And you don't want to buy too much of these components at these pricing, and then find out you got to put this down to you're no one's going to buy it unless it's $499, but it costs you $550 to manufacture with all the parts and everything. You're not making enough. You're losing money on these things.
I'm going to share my experience with this. I had forgotten the day of that the not reserving, but the ordering of the controller was going live. And it was literally like maybe 10 minutes before the time. I think Eastern Standard, it was 1 p.m. in the afternoon when it went live. I remembered maybe 10 minutes before. And then I went, oh, yeah, the controller's going live today. I got to keep an eye on the clock. And then I got into doing stuff. And then it was like, I saw your message pop up, controller purchases are live. But I didn't realize, I didn't see it until 1:07. So I started trying. To buy it. And when I did it, the first time it popped up with a message. I was not even able to get it into the cart. I got it into the cart, but I wasn't able to get into, I went into checkout. I couldn't get to the point where you just hit the button to purchase it. Every time I confirmed my address, it would say something went wrong, try again later. And I tried it 3 or 4 times. Same thing occurred. It kept giving me try again later. Then I said, oh, you know what? Let me try it on my phone. So I go in to try it on my phone, and it got me into the cart. It got me into the part where all I had to do was hit the button. I hit the button to order it, and then it popped up and it said, your bank institution has declined the whatever. And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? I just used this the credit card. I mean, it could be a security layer that they put to make sure, because I was using a credit card. So initially, when I was doing it the first 2 or 3 ways, I was going off of a balance I had in my funds in my wallet. The one time when I got right in there and I could buy it, I switched it to the credit card, and that's the message I got. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And then after that, it was sold out. And I saw your message in Discord. Now it's sold out. What was it? Yesterday it went available again, but only for reservation this time, right? Yeah. And you messaged, oh, it's going to be live, and I was like, oh, I better reserve. So I did the reservation. I don't know, you can't see it very well. That's the email.
I can see the controller coming through. It shows the controller.
I'm going to read what I got in the email. You got it too, and I believe you did as well, Fry. It says your reservation for the Steam controller has been confirmed. And then it says, when Steam controller is available, we will send you a separate email to complete your purchase. You will have 3 days to complete the transaction at that time. So they give you a time limit. They tell you, hey, keep an eye out for an email. When that email hits your inbox, then you have 3 days from the moment that email hits your inbox to go through with the transaction to confirm and secure that controller to come to you. So I'm just waiting. I'm just hanging out, waiting now. That's the road I went through. Yeah, same.
Yeah. The most I'd say, and how when I first tried to get the controller, I was at work when it all happened, so I'm like, shit, I have work to do. But controller's live. Here we go, going in the hallway, putting my phone up, and I'm like, mother.
Oh, I'm sure you're not the only one at your work that was doing it.
Yeah. But as I tried to do it on my phone, it's like, fuck off. It's sold out. And then I check Twitter while I have the chance. I'm like, keep refreshing. It could be there. So I every so often I would sneak away from work and to try to get it. And I almost got it, but then I forgot to put my new credit card into my Steam wallet. And I'm like, fuck. All right. Whatever. I don't care, I guess. So I didn't get it the first time, but I got my reservation in now.
I think this is the way of the universe telling you guys, forget about this shit. Call someone else. This is the universe telling you guys, no, you don't need this. It's going to be bad. You can take the second generation, whatever.
There's always eBay. I'm joking.
Well, you know what? This is the cheapest listing. Let's just go.
No. Look.
Purple, can you send me your credit card?
I don't even have a credit card.
He needs to have money to have a credit card, man. That's not how it works.
True. Would you mind sending me your credit card?
Well, I can send you my bills. That I can send you.
Yeah, you want my bills too while you're at it?
Yeah, I can send you my bills and that. No, I'm joking. Thank God I don't have bills. Everything's paid. No, but seriously, I'm not very interested in this type of controller because I don't game on PC. You guys know I'm a PlayStation guy. I play most on the PlayStation. I do have a Steam Deck, but
Well, I was gonna say you have this.
yeah, exactly. I do have that, but that was like a FOMO thing. That, let's be honest, that's the best investment I made because that shit probably is more expensive now than it was when I bought it.
Yeah,
so I
for
can
sure.
sell it and make money.
Yeah.
Trust me. No, but I'm a PlayStation guy. Like I like the game everywhere. To be honest, like I got a Switch on my phone. I had Game Boys, whatever. But my main focus is on the PlayStation. So because I don't play on the PC that much, I don't feel the need on getting this type of controller. Saying that, I think that the Steam machine that will come in the future, that is something that I will be very, very, very interested in getting. And then, of course, if I get that, I'll need one of these. Then I'll worry about that. But by that time, it's going to be on stock for sure.
Right. Yeah. It'll be available.
Yeah.
So I want to mention something that I saw. I'm not going to take credit for this. It was something I can't remember what.
No, seal it. It's okay. Take
No.
credit.
I can't remember which review it was. It might have been. Can I say their name? It's another YouTuber.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Dave 2D. I believe it's Dave 2D. He's actually based out of Toronto, where I'm from. In fact, one time he walked into the place I used to work at, but I didn't get a chance to say hello to him. But either way, he does a review tech channel. He reviews all kinds of electronic products, and he was reviewing this, and he mentioned that the fact that a lot of the games on Steam support the Steam Deck out of the box, right? And even if those games don't necessarily support the Steam Deck, a lot of the community has created templates for controller sets for those games or specific games on Steam to work on the Steam Deck. And when you look at this controller, the controller is essentially the same layout as a Steam Deck. It has the trackpads, it has the joysticks, it has all the buttons. Out of the box, this is going to support so many games on Steam right off the bat without any worry because of the fact that the Steam Deck's been out for what, 3-ish years, 2.5, 3 years ahead of it, and has the support already for a lot of games and even community support. So I thought that was a cool insight. I was like, wow, he's got a great point. That means you buy this and you don't have to worry. It'll work, or for the most part, it should work. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah, same. I'm looking forward to it as well. I think just also for the fact that it's going to, because of it, the trackpads and a few other things, it's going to add unique support for certain games that never even supported controllers in the first place, and will give you more options to play them. It's just like, it's a shame that it's a pain in the ass to get this controller right now.
Yeah.
So
Imagine
I'm looking forward to
how hard this is. We'll see how hard it will be for the other hardware they release.
for sure.
The Steam machine or the Steam frame, forget about the first batch. Unless they do stuff like this, you're gonna be, unless you want to waste a half hour refreshing.
Yeah. I want a frame.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'd say though, to add on to that, depending on the price of both of them, it may or may not make or break how many people are gonna, go to Steam and completely crash it. So we'll see how that goes.
That's
really.
true. That's
But
true.
I could easily see the price being brought up, like, as we've already talked about the price of the controller, no less. But I'd say the price of those two devices are going to be more interesting to see based on when Valve decides to reveal them. So, but either way, I hope we all get it here soon and we can enjoy it. But here's hoping when they do decide to reveal when these devices are coming out, it's not too much of a pain in the ass. just do the reservation system. I feel like that's the easy bet at this point for a guarantee that people will be happy to get these than what you tried to just do.
Except for me, I
And-
will not get this because I'm too po.
It's all right, Merple. You can live vicariously for all of us. It's all right.
No.
Yeah, and
Merple.
Boo Boo will buy one once they do the EAFC edition of the controller. He'll be the EA one.
The EA edition, it's really reinforced so you don't squish it with rage because that.
No, what happens is with the EA edition, you throw it down, it comes back, hits you in the head, and you're like, okay, I'm not doing that again.
it's boomerang shaped. The EA edition is boomerang shaped. You throw it. And it comes back.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like they say, boomerang always comes back.
And they have an
Yes,
extra
boomerang.
button to help you buy the whatever microtransaction they have in the game.
God, no. Let's not talk about that. game.
Yeah,
Just-
let's not
just-
give
just
EA
like-
ideas.
Yeah, just like a specific microtransaction button right there.
Oh
They're
my
gonna-
God.
They're gonna hide like no tomorrow, and then you're just gonna press it on accident. Be like, oh my god, my car just got charged. What?
Don't give them ideas.
I should probably. Yeah, we should stop talking about this now.
Anywho, let's go to the next topic. Remakes of Myst and Reven are coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and the Microsoft Store.
Yeah.
So these are some classic PC game. I have not played them myself, but I have heard of them. They're coming
to the
both.
consoles.
Yeah, they're finally coming to consoles. Coming May 19th for $35 US, but you get. I think you get. Is it both for 35 or each? Each are 35.
35. Yeah, $35 each for both of them.
Yeah.
Or separate for them.
No, if it was for both of them, because those are really, really old games.
They're really old games. Have you
That's
guys
a deal,
played
though.
them?
Yeah, I played it on the Commodore.
Oh,
I played it on the
nice.
Commodore.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I have not played them. I've heard of Myst. Like I've definitely heard of Myst, and I guess the notoriety it has of being like this very complicated adventure puzzle game where it's like you really, even if you have a guide, I feel like you wouldn't have figured any of this out pretty much. But it's always been something I want to try out because I do like a good adventure game every so often. It's just that this was one of the, besides I guess like GOG, maybe it's like this remake was kind of like I was kind of waiting for this to some degree, but I heard it was only on, I don't know if it was on PC, but
only on
like they
PC
said
for now, up until now.
yeah, and then for consoles it was all exclusive to the VR2 headset on PlayStation. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? I was like, I'm sure it's immersive, but I'm like, why? That's just such a thing nobody really wanted that even Sony forgot about it.
Look,
Go
I'll
ahead.
be honest.
Yeah.
This is not a good idea.
No?
It's not.
Why?
No, I'll explain why.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
This new generation is dumb as fuck. They just live on shooters, and you need to play a game. You need to point. You need to go this way, and you need to follow this trail. We, not you, Murple, you're too young. We are from a generation that we played Ocarina of Time. We played Final Fantasy. We played a shit ton of games without guides.
Right.
We were like, hey, our parents bought this. If you don't finish this, they won't buy us another game. That's how it happened with me. So I need to know how to finish this game. Again, you guys are Canadian. You all speak English, maybe a little bit of French, depending on where you are. And you are lucky that your games come out in English, right? As it has been stated, I'm Portuguese. I didn't speak English when I was raised. I learned, the reason I learned to speak English was so I could finish Final Fantasy, because I didn't understand shit.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah.
that forced me, and because I didn't have any other type of game to play that, bro. I remember this clearly. I was on 6th grade, and I was already I was better than my colleagues at school. I was better at English than them because I already been gaming for a few years. And there was this crazy puzzle on Wild Arms 1, and I was like, bro, I'm doing it. Like I was understanding what was written, but it wasn't the positive. I think it was a glitch. Actually, was, but I was so frustrated. What I did was I wrote everything on hand on the paper. The next day, I took it to my professor, and I said, "Translate me this, because I'm not being able to do this." That's how hardcore it was back then.
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
That's what we did. That's what I'm saying. This generation is dumb. It's a bit of an offense because, come on, you take it too easy.
Yeah.
The game's handheld a lot nowadays. Now, let's be serious. The game's handheld a lot. I have that issue, and I'm going to explain. I didn't play Ocarina of Time like a lot of people when it came out. I played it for the first time on the 3DS, and that fucking water temple kicked my ass because I was so used to getting handheld.
Yeah.
But my gamer brain from the past came, and I finished without getting puzzles. That's why I was playing Echoes of the End. If you guys were on stream, I was saying either I'm too smart, or these puzzles are way too easy, because there was trophies.
Or both.
Both.
Or both.
Let's go both. Because there were trophies. There were trophies that you finish this puzzle without using help. Like, bro, this is just logic. So going back to the game after my mini rant, this game is not going to be very well unless this price, the 35 euros, comes with a guide, like a digital guide. That's the only way. Because,
well, nowadays we have YouTube.
Yeah,
the problem is the YouTubers won't be able to finish the game. That's the problem.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's also a remake, so they probably streamlined a few things to at least give you a better sense of direction of what you have to do.
Maybe, but just to finish. But I played this on the Commodore. I remember I couldn't pass the first level because again I didn't speak English. Okay, maybe if I try it now, well,
you'll get it. You'll be fine.
Or if I want to feel dumb, I'll play it because I know. Yeah, I remember it being a very hard game. So that's that's my thing. I don't think it's a very good idea because this generation is based on action, beautiful details, and this game, like, it's very niche. It's gonna be very niche. It's only for the people that like this type of game. And I don't see this newer generation, Murple, being interested in this type of game. That's the thing. That's why I don't think it's the best idea. I don't think I hope I'm wrong. Would be like, it would give me some hope, but I don't think it's going to be the big thing that they hope it will be.
You're giving me an idea, Zarda. Here,
yeah. I was just gonna. Oh, you first. Sorry, interrupting.
Sorry. Where we put both Fubu and Murple are both playing the game, and they both have and do it with kind of like a wants to be a millionaire, and they have their lifelines. And one of your lifeline is Ask Rock.
Nice.
Help me,
guys! How do I beat this game? Help!
Oh God.
But speaking of that, besides the lifeline bit, I was gonna say though, as much as like the young generation would not like this, me personally, I would actually want to see the young generation play this just to see them fuck up, because sometimes it even if it gets a little like grating when you watch someone play a game, like the back of your hand, and they're just like fucking up constantly at the smallest things. It can be amusing. I sometimes find it amusing to see people fucking fail at a game they clearly have no idea of how to play at all. So some cases are better than others, I will say. I still get, when I do watch someone play a certain game for the first time, I cringe, and I'm like, God damn, how are you fucking up at this of all things?
It's going to be Fryman watching Murple play this game with the popcorn.
I was gonna say, Murple, do you want to open your Steam in 20 seconds?
Yeah. And then, well, I mean, I was like that watching him play Resident Evil, and he was forgetting he had to open the map every 5 seconds because he has nowhere to go.
yeah.
You mean the original Resident Evil run? I'm hoping you're meaning.
Just
first
in
one.
general. He did it with Silent Hill 2 as well. I'll be fucking honest with you.
I
I'm like,
did.
It's like, how do you forget a door you just walked through? God damn it. God fucking damn it. We do need, Merple does need a leash. He gets lost too easily.
I want to tell you a story about this game, okay, gentlemen?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, I just got my Panasonic Real 3DO back in the day. You guys remember, it was a console made by Panasonic. Yeah.
Yep.
First CD-based console, I believe. And I go to Microplay, a store that no longer exists in Canada, a gaming store. You walk in, they would have television set up, the old TV tubes, and games actually in consoles, and you could try them. And then you walk around, browse like you do today, and buy games. It was all games, though, no real other stuff like pop figurines and stuff like that. Anyways, I walk in, and I see on this television that he's got the game Myst running. And I go, yeah, can I give it a shot? And the guy's like, yeah, go ahead. I grabbed the controller, started playing the game from the very start. You start, I'm not going to give too much of a spoiler here. There's a lot more, so I'm not worried about it. You start on a dock, you're next to a ship, you go up along the path, you get up to a building, and there's a building that, it's a small building, circular room, and you walk into the building, and there's what looks like a dentist chair, right? And I go up to the panel in front of the dentist chair. The lights turn off. I press the console, and it comes, and all the lights go down, and the chair leans back, and you're looking up at the ceiling, and it turns into like what do they call it? A planetarium,
Yeah,
right, with the stars and stuff. And I was like, I literally did this within 2 to 3 minutes because I was just exploring a little, making my way. I put the controller down, and I go, I'll take it. I was like, right then and there, I was like, oh my God. And there was nothing telling me where to go. There was no yellow paint on any ledge. And this goes back to what you were saying, Fubu. And I was like, I'll take it. I grabbed the game, come home, start playing it on my Panasonic. My buddy and I, and this was like right before Sony releases the original PlayStation. My buddy and I, we're talking about games. He's a gamer, I'm a gamer. And then PlayStation comes out not too long after I bought the game. I didn't play it consecutively every day. I get a PS1, and the game is out for PS1. I buy the game for PS1, and I give the Panasonic and Myst to my buddy. And it wasn't really like, here, you can have it, keep it. It was like, yeah, you hang on to it for me. When you're done with it, you give it back. He still has it to this day. And, so we did our first online chat, not through the internet, because this was in 95, 96, 97. We were using the home telephone and playing for hours on the phone, and he's playing his game and I'm playing my game, and he's not in my game because there's no online capability of those two consoles. He's in a separate game than me, but the same game. And we're doing section by section. Okay, I'm in this area. This is what I see up here. This is what I look like over there. This is what's going on over here. Okay, it looks like this means we got to find a button. So we're clicking around on every little thing, trying to find a button until one of us on the phone would go, oh my God. And I'd be like, what did you find? It was fantastic. And the whole time we both have a pamphlet, like a little notebook like this, making our own strategy guide as we went along.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Sick, man.
That's
This
cool.
is my favorite game of all time. It's my number one game. And I absolutely love it. And that's my experience when I got it. Years later, they release it on. Oh shit! I lost that page. Years later, they release it on. They re-released it many times. Okay.
Mhm.
And each time I've gone and bought it, depending on what it was. I even bought it on the Switch. I even bought it on PS4, Xbox. I just bought it just to have it because it's my favorite game of all time. And then they finally released, actually before they finally released this version, the one that's coming out on the consoles. But before I get to that, 2016, exactly 10 years ago, I go to a Microsoft store and I try the HTC Vive, right?
Mhm.
I tried the HTC Vive, and I'm playing a game that comes standard. It's not really a game; it's more like a show of the technology.
Tech demo.
Tech demo, exactly. Thank you. And it was unbelievable. At that time, I was like, "This." It totally blew me away. I was on a ship underwater, a sunken ship, and a big blue whale comes over, and it looks like it's scary, right? But I put the headset on. I'm on the ship. I'm underwater. I turn around. I see I'm on the deck of the ship. I turn around and I see the broken ship, the captain's chair and all that stuff, the wheel and so on. And the first words out of my mouth were, Myst would be awesome in this. Okay? So I bought the system. Buy the system, and then years later, they release Myst for Steam, for PC, this exact remake, but not on console, only on PC, and it was in VR. I played the game in virtual reality, and it was the most incredible experience because they revised the game since the one I played fully. It was no Kirok effect; it was totally finished, and they made some quality of life changes. They adapted it to make it work a little better for virtual reality, but it was so much fun to actually be in that world. Later on, I played it again because the same version can be played in VR or in 2D on the screen. I played it and streamed it. And when I was streaming it, there's a part you get to where you have to make I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah,
Where you have to,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a map. And you have to make a map where you're traveling through some section which is blind. And that's the map I came up with. So I still brought back to my roots where I putting together what I was doing. Freaking sick. Then, about a year after that, they released Riven. Riven is a game I played back on the PS1, but it got Kirok affected. And if you guys think that Myst is hard, Riven is like 10 times harder. It's crazy. I have that game. It's on my list to play it and finish it. But anyways, that's my Myst story. Sorry, guys. I had to,
It's
I
a
had
good
to,
one.
It's all
I had
good.
to share. I had to let it out.
Well, this
Yeah.
is
No,
why
that's awesome.
we had the story on the dock to do.
So
I knew
Yeah.
you were gonna you have some good stories.
Yeah.
And like I have the 3DO, Panasonic 3DO I brought up here to show people. So what you're saying is instead of getting Merple Myst, we give Merple Reven, and that just live stream
Yeah, I had a hard time with that.
Merple.
Okay.
So Merple,
Kira.
you'll fall.
Kira, my question to you now.
Yeah.
My question. Knowing this new generation, knowing that this game's coming out, don't you think I don't think it's gonna have success. Don't you think that because they start playing this game, they're gonna find it too hard and they're gonna be like, I'm gonna go play Fortnite.
I agree 100%. I think you are 100% on the money, but I believe that they're really marketing it for people who are the nostalgic guys.
Be
The
honest,
guys who
you're
played
al-
it before,
You already
yeah.
pre-ordered it. You already pre-ordered
No,
it.
no, I have it on PC. I'm good.
Yeah, I will say though, given I actually looked it up and then I saw this on PC, they have a bundle for both the Myst remake along with Riven, but they also have another one called the Red and Blue bundle, which bundles Blueprints as well with Myst for about 15% off.
No
and now
way.
part of me is thinking is like, because Blueprints was also an indie game was also a big indie game last year. And it's like, it's not just for the nostalgia heads. It's like, if you are a fan of these types of games, and I would say if someone could play a game like Blueprints, I feel like you can play a game like Myst, except
Yeah.
Myst and Riven are much harder, obviously.
Yeah.
So
So it's all puzzle game, right? Obviously, yeah.
yeah. It's just with Blueprints, it's randomly generated because your whole
Roguelike.
goal is to get it's a roguelike and it's randomly generated. So you have to get from the start of the house all the way to the end of the house, and along the way, certain things change. Now, the solutions for the puzzles, I believe, do not change, but the layout and how you get to them is the one that always changes.
Yeah.
As to which with Myst, I'm assuming it's a puzzle game. Here's the puzzle. Go here, go there, solve the puzzle. You gotta do it this way, or else, have fun. So
Actually, there's a trophy on which is like probably one of the worst trophies ever, on Blueprints, where you need to finish the game in day one, and you have everything has to line up perfectly perfectly. Yes, I have it. Of course, I have it. I took about 2 days trying and like done. Okay, restart the game, go again. Bro, it was so grueling to get that one. And there's a video like I did take everything like I did. I took about 30 minutes to finish. I taped it on the PlayStation and I made it. Made a video. And the moment that I realized that I was going to do it day one, my face just goes like it was such a unique experience because I wasn't giving shit for that one. And my biggest fear was like, I got so very quick so we can move on. I got the route to the room, to the last room, and I needed to go to the basement. And I was missing a dice, and then on the computer it said there was a dice available, and I'm like, "Where's the dice?" Like I can't go searching again because there's a limit of steps. And then I saw a room. Like I entered the room. I was like, I even said on the video, "Look, let's go. Let's hope that we can get the stairway to the underground area." And then as soon as I entered the billiard room, I still remember, like it clicked, like, oh shit, usually the dice is on that corner. And I went to the corner, there was the dice there. And I was like, I think we got it. And then that's what helped me finish the game. That's on day one run. And it was fantastic. So it was a great puzzle to play.
Oh. Right on. Some great stories there for that. But I think this is enough of this. And let's go to the topic of the show. StarFox is back.
Can I go? Sorry. Can I go first because I need to leave? So I just want to give my train of thought on this one. No, I'm going to let Burley read because he's going to introduce the news, and then I'm going to give my feedback. It's going to be very quick because then I need to go to celebrate my dad's birthday. So I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah. So StarFox, we've got it coming to the Switch 2 June 25th. Here, just one quick little thing before we let Fubu get into it. Yeah, they announced this at like 5:45. They do a tweet being like, "See you guys in 15 minutes." And I am at a bus stop in another city. I'm just literally on my way to go to a second mall and go to funny enough, to a GameStop to do a pre-order for Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. And then I watch part of it live on my phone. And it's like, okay, I can't really trying to watch this on a phone while you're on a bus is not the best way to do this. And then I go watch a little bit of it, and then I'm in the GameStop, and there are 2 GameStop employees, and then this one guy that he's a little older than me, we'll just say, and just talking to people about this, but I will say more after. Fubu, what do you got on StarFox?
First of all, I'm very happy to see Nintendo reviving these older IPs, like when they did with the Metroid Prime, the one that came out a few months ago. That was a beautiful thing. Was a very beautiful thing to do, bringing back the Ocarina, the Zelda Ocarina of Time, and doing this. And I think this is a good timing because with the Super Mario movie that came out, which was a hit, and one of the positive things about that movie was Ryan Gosling as StarFox. I think
it wasn't Ryan Gosling.
That wasn't Ryan Gosling.
What?
That was
that was Ryan Gosling.
That was
Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell. Look, white blonde men, they're the same to me. Yeah, sorry, Glenn Powell. Exactly, Glenn Powell. I mixed them, but he's a very famous, good actor. So I like him a lot. So Glenn Powell, that's the name. But I think they did it on purpose because I know the game has been. It's like that. They decided, oh well, let's do the game in 1 month. No, it's been prepared, and that's why they included StarFox on the Super Mario. Because let's be honest, it's not a Nintendo multiverse, but they added StarFox, which doesn't make really sense in the Super Mario universe. And I think it was to gauge how people would react, and people did react very well to Glenn Powell as him. And I hope that he did a good job, and I hope that he gives the voice to Fox. I think it would be very interesting to have a big name, because we usually don't see this in Nintendo video games. We just see on Xbox and Sony's. I would like to see a little bit of star power behind one of their most famous characters. And that's, sorry, I'm not going to be here to rebuttal what you're going to say back. I will need to leave because, like I mentioned, it's my dad's birthday, and I'm gonna go eat a lot now. So thank you so much for this episode, guys. Love you all. Love you, chat. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Take care, Fubu.
Bye, Fubu. Take
Bye.
care. Bye. And the image I brought up here, it was a tweet that I saw, and I think I can't remember if I put it in our DM group or if I just sent this to Fry. It's the first franchise to history to gain 4 remakes of the same game, because there was the original Star Fox 64 was a remake of the original, the 3DS version, but they didn't really change much of Star Fox 64 or 3D.
It was just pretty much it was just like Ocarina of Time, pretty much. It was just a better version of a game with better graphics, pretty much. Yeah,
and then they have the Star Fox Zero on the Wii U, and now the new one. You know what? It did surprise me. It's like, okay, so you're just going back to the well for Star Fox. Star Fox, it is an IP with some name recognition, but Star Fox has never been the big seller or draw. Like, they had Star Fox 2 for years on the Super Nintendo, didn't release it, and it was like, oh, we're going to put it out in SNES Classic. Just kind of touch it up a little here, throw it on there, and
that was also like that was the only reason to buy that thing at the time, being honest with you, is that it had a new game, because it was just basically an emulation box that you can just easily get your hands on nowadays. But that was the only reason at the time to buy that. Just throwing that out there.
Oh no, yeah, I agree. They were not worth what they cost, and idiots like me that spent the money on that shit. But it's like, okay, like, I'll be honest, I have very little experience. Like, I played once at one person's house, Star Fox 64 on the original N64. I played the 3DS version because that came out in college. I played the first mission on there. I never really got into Star Fox of being like, this is an IP I wanted to try. The GameCube ones where they did some different things and did some. I wanted to try those. And I do want to try those because it's like, they did basically, they were making different games, and then Miyamoto came in and was like, you make that Star Fox. Yes, Miyamoto-san.
Yeah, that was Star Fox Adventures, where it was originally, it was an adventure Zelda-like game, but made by Rare at the time, and it was a completely different game called Dinosaur Planet. But then Miyamoto offered advice, and allegedly the story has changed a little, where apparently that was always the plan. It's just Miyamoto showing up being like, oh hey, the main character Saber was his name, because you play 2 different characters, Saber and Crystal. It's like, hey, Saber looks just like Fox McCloud, maybe this could be a Star Fox game. And then they shout out some Star Fox stuff in there. But allegedly that was always the plan, because it was going to be on the N64, but then it went to the GameCube instead. So there wasn't a build of Dinosaur Planet that got released a few years ago at the height of the pandemic, where it's like, they were going, when it was still on the N64, they already changed Saber to Fox McCloud. And the bigger other change was just, okay, let's port this to the GameCube and finish the game, and that's what they did. And then added more Star Fox stuff to it, which most of it was lame anyway. But it was mostly a Zelda clone with Star Fox, and then Assault was the sequel to that, where it was more return to form, until they added on-foot gameplay, which was mixed to say the least. So this one, though, but Star Fox Zero was their attempt. It was essentially a reboot, but it was mostly just 64 again. And now this new one is the same thing, but hopefully much better. And the two things it has is, yes, there is some newer content added to it, and they also took it to a more cinematic approach, especially as you're seeing with, it has a brand new prologue where in the original 64 game, it was just a wall of text like Star Wars telling you what happened that led up to the events of the main game. Now it's a fully animated cutscene with newer character models thrown in that shows how the game starts and the central conflict in the Lilat Wars, which is the story that StarFox 64 tells. And besides it being a remake, the other controversy it has is the new updated character models look weird, to say the least.
They look weird.
They look weird.
I'll bring them up here.
Yeah, the actual, besides this image, which this is in game, and it looks great. Like,
Yeah, it does.
in game. I think in game they look fine. It's just it took a lot of getting used to because they don't look like the old models looked much different to now. So they looked a bit more animalistic in this game, and it's had some features. Yep, that's the new Fox. There you go. And that is also in game. That's just Fox. The others look a bit weirder too.
Interesting. Okay.
But that seems to be like the main contention, where they look like they were put through DLSS 5 with the shitty AI filters that changed their entire designs. So I will say, as a fan of Star Fox, as someone who also can say he bought Star Fox Zero on Wii U, played and beat it within a day because it was like 4.5 hours, dealt with the shitty controls because it was weird motion controls, and then I had to look between two different screens. All I'd have to say is this new one at least has a chance to be better, but I'm just like, I am tired of them just telling the same story, because like they said, they've told the same story 3 times realistically now, and my only thing I hope for is it becomes a newer game is in development and we actually move the story forward, depending on what they plan to do. But who knows what's going to happen. But I'm at least interested. You know, it's kind of cool that it's at least coming out next month, and it is at a somewhat reasonable price, I would say, that they're asking for it. So yeah, I'm curious about it still. But it is funny that this was after this game, that's when the big announcement of, oh hey, we're raising the price for the Switch 2. So I'm like, oh,
Look over here. Forget about this.
Yeah.
Look over here.
Yeah. And to me also, and I told Burley about this, it's like, okay, if you're remaking a Star Fox 64, essentially, what are the chances that the rumors going around about an Ocarina of Time remake aren't true? Like, at this point, I refuse to believe they're not true. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's another remake they have in the works. I wouldn't be surprised if Mario 64 gets remade here at some point. I feel like that game needs it just as much as Ocarina of Time. But if they're good, cool. If they're not, oh well, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is how it looks. Yeah, besides the models, everything about it looks good. You know, there's a more cinematic storytelling, because instead of like the normal banter they had, every mission is like they have well-made, at least they look like it, well-made like cutscenes that are very cinematic. So I can't say that they didn't put in the effort here, because okay, if it's just a remake, put in the effort then, because otherwise it's like, why would I play this again?
Yeah.
But so I'm at least excited for it in that regards. I just really hope, regardless if it sells well, that you move the franchise forward finally, because that's the other rumor besides Ocarina of Time getting remade, is they do have another Star Fox game allegedly planned, and it is a sequel. It is a sequel or a brand new original game. It's just like, really though, you had to remake this game another time.
Yeah.
I pray this is sign of good things to come. But I will say this, my tune will definitely change when I play this. Me and Burley play this next month, I should say, and then we find out if it's actually good or not. It's like, if this game is, go on, sorry.
What makes you think I'm going to be playing this here?
I don't know,
Ignore the text there.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Hey Burley, yeah, you're gonna play it, right, dude? Yeah. Yeah. But if I don't think this is good enough, then I would be singing a different tune as well as a lot of other people have, because there is a lot of disappointment, mainly with the character designs, but it's also just like, okay, another remake. All right, as long as it's good and you move the series forward, I won't complain. But if it sucks, well, we'll see how that goes.
I know nothing about StarFox.
Yeah.
My only notion of StarFox is the fact that they're in Smash Brothers. That's it.
You're not the only one. That's how most people know about
You don't know this meme? Do a barrel roll.
But yeah, that's all I know about StarFox is them in Smash Brothers. I haven't played any of the StarFox games. The fact that this has been remade like 3 times already.
And over the course of different console generations.
Yeah.
Because Star Fox Zero came out over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
On the Wii U.
Like, I never had the Wii U because I saw no point in getting the Wii U.
The Wii U was good. It had some good games, but I understand.
But like, I had the other systems it came out on. I just never knew nothing about it.
Yeah, to be fair, the franchise was weird and how it took a turn, because you had the original SNES game, you had the second SNES game, which never got released until a few years ago. Mm-hmm. You had 64, which was the game that put the franchise on the map, and sadly, it also was, almost all of them were, up to that, even now, were basically made to sell accessories, which was... Star Fox SNES was the game that used the Super FX chip in the Super Nintendo, which allowed 3D polygonal graphics to be more common. So, and it was the game that pioneered that, along with like the studio that helped co-create it, Argonaut Software. They definitely made a lot of tools to help push gaming forward in terms of graphics and power. And then Nintendo. That's all I'm going to say about that, because there's a whole story about that, and Miyamoto's Miyamoto. But then, inevitably, they took, when Star Fox 2 got canceled, they moved it in-house, made 64. 64 was also meant to sell the Rumble Pack, which basically added vibration to the Nintendo 64 controller, amongst other things. And then we had Star Fox Adventures by Rare, which was a different game that got turned into a Star Fox game. And then Bandai Namco developed the sequel to it. What was it? Star Fox Assault, which tried to get the series back on track. And to a lot of people, it was a mixed result. And then the last one before Zero was Star Fox Command, which tried to be semi-real-time strategy, and it was trash. If you're watching this, Heavy Sauce, I'm just letting you know that game is trash.
Wasn't that the one that had it has multiple endings, and one of them, like Fox and Falco, quit doing the space adventures and become racers?
Yeah, they quit being space mercenaries. They become like GP racers, and it's just like it all happens over a breakup. By the way, it's like some stupid some stupid melodrama bullshit that is in the plot. Trust me, go look up a YouTube video about it. It's amazing. Dumb. I know, it's dumb, but it was funny in an ironic sense. And then Platinum Games a few years later, after they had a fun little mode in Bayonetta 2 for Wii U where it was basically Star Fox. Nintendo approached them and they developed Star Fox 64, but then Miyamoto, he got a little Miyamoto and was like, do the dual screen thing with you have a cockpit view on your screen, you got that screen, and then you got the motion controls because you got to aim it because you're actually flying, and it sucked.
Yeah.
I hated it. And then they added more gimmicks to it, and I'm just like, it may have been a reboot of sorts for Star Fox 64.
Come on, you don't want to play looking at the TV and looking at your gamepad?
Until you try it, I don't want to hear your opinion.
I did it on certain games on the Wii U. I have the Wii U too, the Zelda one.
Until you play the game and experience that nonsense, I don't want to hear what you have to say. God damn it! I even streamed it when it came out. I don't have it anymore, but I did. That was not the best part about the game was the box art. Honestly, that was the only good thing about the
box
game.
Art was cool for the. I at the time that game came out, I had very little money, and it was like, do I take? Because nothing had grabbed me. I'll be honest, Star Fox has not been a franchise where I'm seeking out to play the games. Yeah. I do have this pre-ordered, and pricing, like, because it is a download size 14.8 gigs. Digitally here in Canada, just the digital, because you do get a break on digital, Nintendo has done.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is $69 before tax, so it's like 70 something dollars with tax. If you were to
Okay.
buy this in store here in
Physically,
Canada,
yeah.
$84.99 before the 13% tax, it's like $95.
Damn.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I'm not paying that much for StarFox. I will, like, I'm sorry, and especially if this is 64 and this is one thing, basically 64 again. Yeah, they're adding some little content. StarFox does not take you long to beat. They're like an hour or 2 hour runs.
Yeah,
beat.
they are just they're just a rail shooters with multiple paths to different story. But that's about it, really. You can every run will take you like four or so hours, unless you're fucking up a lot. But it's not a short game because its whole thing was it was a rail shooter with a story, and you know it had multiple paths, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I would say it's fun, especially if you're into that type of game. It's like, yeah, it's fun. But rail shooters, no matter what form they take, whether it's Star Fox, a Time Crisis, or House of the Dead, they are not long games. They're meant to be replayable, especially if you're in an arcade. They're meant to also eat your quarters.
Right.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
So
I will say,
oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish
I
up.
was just gonna say. Also, it's like to Burley's point about price. It's because I'm in the U.S. It's 50 digital, 60 physical. Some retailers, specifically Walmart and now Amazon, because I just looked because I pre-ordered on Amazon, they have credited me the digital price, like they're price matching the digital edition now, depending on which
cool.
retailers you go. So instead of 65, 90, whatever after tax, that's after tax, it's 54.12. So I'm like, hey, that's a price I feel okay with. I just hope the game's good is all.
I would gladly pay like $50. I'd pay that. But like,
just cross the border, Burley, and then buy the game and then go back. There you go.
Well, I would be going to like Target or whatever retailers and getting the digital code through there and doing that, because I did that for. I'll be honest, I did that last year for Donkey Kong Country Returns, because I put it down to like $20 US for the download code. Like, okay, even with the conversion, that's 30 something Canadian compared to the
that's worth
60
it.
you're gonna pay. I'll take that. But
I've never played. Sorry, go ahead.
Go.
I keep stepping on toes. I've never played a Star Fox game. So I mean, the fact that they're remaking, I mean, it's a remake. The fact that they're remaking, it might be a good time for me to maybe jump in and see what it's all about. And I like the fact that the plan is that they're getting people on newer consoles, newer generation exposed to it. Probably, I don't know if they've gone ahead and revealed, but probably you were saying the rumor is that they're working on a newer version, pushing the story forward, meaning a whole new one rather than any remakes, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
and considering their last attempt with Zero, it failed. That's why we haven't heard anything from it. It's like, okay, that's probably what they're trying to do. They're hoping this is the Hail Mary to actually do something with Star Fox, because they went through the trouble already of putting him in the movie, and you know everyone's loving that rendition of him. So it's like, all right, let's make a game, which I'm pretty sure this was always the plan. It's just, I guess they were shocked. Again, they were probably shocked by how much people really liked Fox McCloud and everybody in the movie. So
this game is to like rekindle the fire, right?
Yeah, hopefully rekindle the fire,
and then maybe they got a green light for an actual next game in the series. So
yeah, I think they're just playing everything. They might be playing everything by ear. They might have already have the new one planned. It's just, I guess they're just going to see. But I like to think they aren't that kind of naive to think another remake of 64 is going to be the Hail Mary to bring the franchise back. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already a plan. Like, this is already a plan, regardless of how it turns out. It's like, maybe they'll continue it or not. Who knows? Yeah, that's what I would hope for, because I am kind of getting tired of just playing a newer version of Star Fox 64. It's just, I hope this one is better, because like I said, the last one was Zero and it sucked.
Yeah,
so.
I checked. This game's going to be a non-game key card, so the whole game will be on the cart, which is awesome. That's the kind of game I want to put in my collection. So,
I guess. Just to ask though, I don't know if you saw the trailer, and also to you, Merple. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but I know Burley watched the direct and all that. Not playing StarFox before, but being semi-familiar with it, at least with Burley. Besides the price that you guys can take into account, does this look like a game that if you owned a Switch 2, at the very least, you would actually play? Does this look fun enough?
Yes. I always been interested in it. I like playing them in Smash.
Fair enough.
I like playing I almost call him Cloud. Fox in Smash. And I think I only ever played Fox. Because I'm like, hey, look at me, I'm a Fox.
I mean,
I was
young.
fun. I was younger.
Fair enough.
And I was like, oh, what game is he from? And I looked it up and like, oh, StarFox. Never played it. But yeah, I if I had a Switch 2, I would play it. Please give me a Switch 2.
Yeah, please give Merple a Switch 2 so he can play with us and then do the review. Right, Burley? Right, Framey?
Yeah. But, I'll pose this to Kirok.
Yep.
Because 64 is on the Nintendo NSO. So the online, are you going to try, does this make you want to try 64 on there, see if you can kind of vibe a little with it to go?
Gotcha. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I'd probably get it just to have it in my collection, and then I'll decide whether I want to play it. Like, I don't know. That's usually what I do. Sometimes I like what I see, and then I put it on the shelf. And if I ever
put it in the Disney vault,
you got it, yeah. And then if I ever go to it, I go to it. If not, then I just don't.
Do the Kirok effect.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, the Kirok effect by definition is starting the game and not finishing it.
Exactly.
I might not even start it.
Do the Kirok effect.
I might not even start it.
Well, at least it won't be a long game if you do decide to play.
Yeah, no, I think you'd have fun with it. It's just, did this look good enough for you that you want to try it, even if you just wanted to buy to own it?
I'm gonna have to watch the actual direct because I haven't seen it yet. So yeah.
All right. Do you have a trailer you could show a little gameplay of, Burley, just so that they both get an idea?
Oh, there
you might have to. There. Yeah, this is the whole direct, but you might have to skip to the part where they're.
Yeah, I'm
there's
actually
gameplay.
just gonna. There you go. So
yeah, I say no. Visually, it looks good. Like, but these are 64 locations, but they all look good.
Nice.
But, yeah.
And you can screw yourself in these games. I know, I know Slippy is going to be an ass and all that, and you have to protect them and save them. But if you don't do it in the later levels, you don't have people to help you. You are
graded a lot in some way, and that depending on who survives, it's like it can lead you to a different story route at points.
Yeah.
So it's got the replayability there, but it's not. These are not a long games at all. Like, you will enjoy it, I feel, but if the core gameplay loop after the first run or at all doesn't entice you, then you probably won't get the most out of it. So, but I'm still excited. I'm gonna try it out, and I'm sure. And then Burley will try it out. Magically, Merple will find a way to try it out.
I interested, but whether or not I would like it are two separate things.
I think you will. You might get frustrated.
Yeah, because I have played games like this. The beginning part of it where you're shooting in the spaceship, I don't know why, but that reminded me so much of the Gummy Ship from.
That's pretty much what it is. That is pretty much what it is.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much I would like that because I hated the Gummy Ship part. But hopefully this plays a lot more better than that.
I think it will.
It does look interesting though.
Well, and not every mission is the R-wing here. You will get, I think it's the Landmaster is the tank. You get, depending on your route, you will get some different vehicle.
Yep, here it is, the Landmaster.
The Landmaster. Yeah,
and I think they're. Go on, sorry.
So you do have variations and how you play the game, and what routes can be different. Ooh, the Blue Marine.
The Blue Marine sucks. Yeah, sorry to break the motion there, but Blue Marines fucking sucks. I hate that mission. I hate all of it. Fucking sucks. I mean, the 3DS version was better, but Blue Marine still sucks.
Fair enough. I will take your word for it. Like this does have me interested, but like I still remember because when I went the day this got revealed and all that, and being in the GameStop when this not too long after it, and like the pre-order pages start going live, the one GameStop employee is like, well, if this game sells, like 5 to 10 million units in its first year, that means Nintendo has to bring back F-Zero. And I'm like, oh, you poor delusional kid. Like, and I say kid because the guy couldn't have been older than 25 saying this. And like the other guy that was like in there that was like his like in their 40s was like, I don't want to tell them. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my 30s, and I'll tell you, dude. I was like, they have abandoned F-Zero for Mario Kart at this point. They have told you this, and Mario Kart. What I was like, at best, if you made a nice new F-Zero, I don't think you're going to get 5 million sales.
Yeah, and these are the different ways you can fail the mission there, and it does lead to a different route.
Yeah.
Yep, and these
accomplished thing compared to complete.
Yeah, accomplish. Yeah, if you get accomplished, it'll take you to a certain route. Like, because you have the top route, you have the middle route, and then you have the bottom route, and almost all of them will lead to different levels, different planets, different scenarios, and even different endings. But like the main true one is you go all the way to the top, which means get mission accomplished on everything.
I do like that. That leads into a lot of different, like you were saying, like replay value. So I do like that. Like my playthrough could be completely different from like Fry's or Burley's or Kirok's. So I do like that.
But also, yeah, you can realistically see all the routes and really enjoy it. And for all we know, they probably have more stuff we don't know about. They just haven't revealed it.
But
also,
challenge modes.
Yeah, they have challenges too, which is the new thing where you can replay the levels and then you have certain objectives that you can do depending on your difficulty. And if you fulfill them, then there you go. You get that and you unlock stuff.
That's gonna make me want to do that.
If we have people buy Merple a Switch 2 and a copy of the game, he will go and do all the objectives, every mission. He will get that list complete for you.
I would. I would if you got it for me. Please give me a Switch 2.
Right. I'm almost half tempted just to say make you eat your words there.
Get it before September 1st.
Yeah.
I might get a bonus. We'll see how it goes.
Oh God!
If it wasn't going to cost me $800 to $900 to punish Merple to do that,
I'll only buy this for you, Merple, if your first game is StarFox, and I hope you like it. And also, this is the multiplayer mode. Yeah, this is the multiplayer mode they have, which it's cool. Fun. It's kind of fun. Like you pick your teams, and good guys, bad guys, and you fight and shoot each other, but. It's like you're not gonna play this very long. It'll be fun.
Please tell me they make some Nintendo Online stuff. I know they have the whole game chat, but like I don't want to just be like, it's local. Either multiple people on the same Switch or Kirok and I are in the same room so we can play multiplayer together. Like I'm hoping they use Nintendo Online.
And then here comes the best feature besides the matchmaking. But the other thing they did with game chat that you announced is the new AR filters where you could become the StarFox crew. And it looks hilarious when we do see it. I think it's about to come up. Yeah, here it is. Here it comes.
So break out the Piranha Plant camera.
Break out the Plant camera, and that's how me and Burley do the review. We're just gonna be like, Burley. Help me. They're going to shoot me.
See, mouse mode here. This does have me interested because like I use the Pro controller, the Resident Evil one, but it's like this actually makes me want to try mouse mode.
Yeah. This looks way better than that shitty motion control thing they did with StarFox Zero. But the best part is it's optional and not mandatory. Fuck you, Nintendo.
You don't sound bitter at all about that.
This is 10 fucking years of bitterness they're getting, motherfucker. And I'm excited, but it's just jury's out if this is good, because I understand the complaints everyone has towards it, but all I'll say is, like, if it's good, I'd say, all right, if they can at least make a good remake and it reaches the right audience, I think this is a good sign that StarFox is here to stay, and we can enjoy hopefully more adventures and not the same adventure going forward.
Agreed. I get it, because you know what, you had 0 was a contentious, didn't sell well, and it was also on the Wii U. So, and you didn't do anything StarFox related on the Switch. The only thing you did with it was they added some of that stuff to what was that Ubisoft game?
Whatever the hell it was called, I forget it.
Starlink, was it?
Yeah, Starlink. That was it. That was the most StarFox thing they've done for Switch.
Yeah, where they had like, you could get the buy the R-Wing ship and the Toys to Life thing, and do that. They had that. But it's like, yeah, you didn't do anything with it on the Switch era. So yeah, Switch 2, okay. It has me excited. I'm just wondering, with the game could be good. US pricing makes it so much easier to say, like, is this worth the money or not? Just over here in Canada, because it sucks of the pricing, because like $70-something here for me on this, where it's like, or if you're buying this in store, it's like $96, $97, and for a physical, it's like that's a little too much to ask. I would prefer to have the actual physical cartridge, but when it's a $20-something difference, and it's this game, it's not like a game where I know I'm gonna get more value out of it and really enjoy. It's kind of hard for me to make that.
Yeah. But hopefully it turns out good, and you won't feel bad about spending all that money. And maybe it'll make Merple want to own a Switch 2 even more.
Please fund it for me.
You heard him here. If we fund Merple a Switch 2 and the game, he will complete and do every challenge on all the difficulties for every level.
Oh my goodness.
Stream it all.
All right. Let's go.
Just like,
we got to go half, guys. We got to go half.
No,
now.
Kirok effect. Kirok effect.
No. If people are paying for it, Kirok, you can't Kirok effect.
Okay.
No. I'll Kirok effect another game.
10 minutes after we're done recording,
Probably
Merple's going to be like,
desert.
oh God,
You
what have
replace
I
it.
done? Why did I say this? Can we edit this out? Alrighty, but yeah, that was the topic of the show. Yeah, we've had a lot of good topics throughout today's episode there, but it was just funny. Monday and Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, throughout most of the day, nothing. Late afternoon, everything, the floodgates open. Thursday, some stuff, and then Friday, just some last minute stuff. It's like,
boom.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so now as we're planning episodes, we gotta be like, okay, we gotta see what happens in Eastern Standard Time. We gotta see what happens after 6 p.m. on Wednesday, because that's when the news, as this week showed us, that's when news drops. But we do have some future content coming. I have recorded the Fatal Frame 2 remake, and that one is coming. Fubu's gotten a couple Platinator videos, and we also every week we do watch list that Kirok's doing, and that last episode, oh my God, that had me laughing.
Yeah,
I'm old,
but
it's just.
But yeah, anybody got anything else to say before we wrap up here?
I know. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, hopefully soon we can all finish Pragmata and get you guys another good spoiler review of sorts down the road. And yeah, and since we've mentioned StarFox, yeah, I'll bully Burley into playing it with me when that time comes. And I think good to say, like, because we mentioned it a few times, James Bond review will definitely happen when the game's out. We all get a chance to play and beat it. So that's the most I'd say. I know if Fubu is fine with me announcing it here, even though he's not here, I know his Platinator videos are finally ready to go. They are going to start coming out soon. So look forward to
I've got
that.
2 of them done already. It's just I got to put them up and schedule them. So
yep,
right on.
But, yeah, definitely look forward to that. And I'd say for me, that's it. What were you going to say, Merple?
Speaking of Fubu, I know me and Fubu has a video coming up next week. I think that's when we're going to record. I can't remember.
Was it the PlayStation Plus video?
Yeah, it's PlayStation Plus. He just messaged me. He's like, "All right, Merple, we're doing this. All right, cool." He just pulls me along. He's like, "You're coming to do this with me, whether you like it or not." Yes, Fubu.
All righty.
You're not getting out of this, Merple. Yes, Fubu.
Alrighty, I think it's good to call it here. Thank you all so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell so that way you get notified when new videos come out as well. We appreciate if you can hit that thumbs up. It really does help. It helps spread the videos out to more people. And if you do leave comments, we will get to them.
Yeah.
We all are checking it at different times because different time zones and all that. So yeah. Alrighty.
excellent.
We will see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.